it was. But today's game will be very story-driven, which I like. I just don't know if there is going to be voice acting or not. If so, then I need lots of water. Where the water tastes like wine. And this is what I said. Like, it's starting instantly. I can't pause that, right? No. Pressing escape, but it's not working. On Steam, it's saying where the water...
Fallen and you're weary from travel.
Uh-huh.
Stars fill the sky above. And in front of you is a brightly lit wooden house. The only building you've seen for days.
I was about to say, on Steam, it's saying where the water tastes like wine is a narrative adventure game about traveling, sharing stories, and surviving manifest destiny. The tags are adventure, indie, RPG, and Western. And I think I can see where this Western is coming from. I already like this game because I can see a feather, so it seems like it's something for me. So yeah, and it seems like there is also voice acting. Go to the house. I have only one option.
Toward the house, hearing the sounds of laughter and talk as you
Hello,
reach
Thug.
the
Hello,
door
welcome.
and push it open.
It's like it's like a visualized book. It feels like. Okay. I have no idea what this game is about, so we'll see. Is this a bird? Like a bird map?
You sit down and join the game. It's a cheap buy-in, and not many of the other players are very good.
Oh my god, this voice actor is amazing. Actually, really good. Really, really good. Actually took a quick test earlier because I have been sick a bit. It was negative, but I'm not 100% sure. I did it properly, so I'll go and take a free test soon. You should do that, yeah. You can get this once per week. I only did this once so far. It's also super, super fast, like a quick test is saying. If you're not sure, then just do it. Just do it. Open world Western indie RPG? Yeah, kinda.
The lady fiddling with dice gets good cards, but has no real strategy. The man to your right seems to just hold on to the highest cards he has, regardless of suit or any consideration of matches.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that again, but the voice actor is very, very nice here. Even the little sound here. The coin sound. Uh-huh. How are you today? I'm okay, Thok. What about yourself?
The man in gray across from you, though, he's good. He already had the largest pile of coins when you bought in, and while your winnings grow quickly, you can't quite catch him.
But I want to keep playing.
One by one, the other players leave the table, sometimes with pique or with wry humor, leaving their winnings with you or the man in gray.
Keep playing. Is that a watch on the desk? It seems like. Oh no! Yeah, I would never do that in real life. Literally never. There's even a key. Ooh, not too bad.
Finally, it's just you and the man in gray. He looks at you, full of humor, and winks. Last hand?
I'm in.
He deals, you draw, and look at your hand. It's good. It's great. The best hand, in fact. A royal straight flush. Spades. Aces high.
You know what? Nothing can beat me.
But the man in gray pushes forward his whole pile. You're not sure exactly how much it is, but it's more than you've got. You can't match that.
So I will fold them.
The man in gray stops you. Now, if you like,
I'll
let
first
you
decision
wager
here.
your word. I know you'll be good for it. Just promise you'll pay the debt, however I ask.
We'll see about that. Glad to hear I'm doing quite well so far. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I've taken a few to work. I've taken a few work once as two. Also, it's at least once a week. Freya, I took two in 1 week because I had a few things going on. I see. Then you just want to make sure I would have done the same. I just want to make sure before I'm meeting up with someone that I'm definitely negative. I can already tell this is a snazzy game. Yeah, I can also see that. And Des is also already gambling with one. Very smart, not going all in. But you also have so many crackers. You have my word or check cards. Should I go check cards? Dear Billy, thank you. Thank you so much for 19 months. Thank you. I appreciate it. Good evening to you. I'm going to check cards.
Yep. 10, Jack, Queen, King,
Yeah.
Ace.
Speaking of going all in. Mm-hmm. You have my word.
The man in gray smiles. All right, then. I'll call.
Show him. Those are my nice cards. Oh, he want to do steppy step. Oh. Blood? Why would you do that? Dramatical blood. Oh, I like the art style, actually. You can't see any faces so far. Oh, never mind. It's a wolf. How are you, Mimi? I'm doing okay, Billy. What about yourself? Dire Wolf, Chapter 1.
Well, your luck wasn't so good, was it? That's quite the hand, but not for the game we're playing. I'm afraid you owe me. Your life, sure, but more than that. Your labor. You see, this land is built on stories. It's one big story, this country.
Oh wow, the soundtrack is so good.
Few of the small ones are strictly true, and the big story is mostly a lie. All the stories and songs and myths and legends start somewhere, with a seed. As they're told and retold and passed around, they grow and change.
Kind of Witcher vibes. Is my voice still okay, like, compared to the game?
To pay your debt to me, you'll be carrying
Really dope.
stories.
I see.
Finding the seeds first and then spreading them. Telling them onwards so they can begin gaining strength. This is no light task. Stories are heavy.
Brace yourself. Of course. Stories are heavy, but I'm ready.
Most of the stories you'll find will be small seeds. They might be true, but they'll grow wild and unbelievable with the telling. The more important stories are the true ones, the ones people will tell you about their own lives. Those often get lost in the weaves of the big story.
True.
The more true stories you can find and tell, the more you can weave that truth into the big story. Tarnish it a bit perhaps, but isn't a dingy and battered truth better than a shining lie? Now, go ahead. You tell me a story. I'll trade you some information about your task.
All right. Oh, okay. What is this here? 3 of Staves? This reminds me of tarot cards. Justice, choice, morality, travel. And these are... I can't choose them. Then we have the world. Heaven, desires fulfilled, wishes come true. Fortune, fate, and luck. The cards are looking very interesting. Death, change, ending, moving on. And this is blurred out. What is this now? Travel? What should I take? Choice, morality. Are these different kind of stories, maybe? Heaven, desires fulfilled, wishes come true. Wishes come true. Haven, thank you for the raid. How are you doing, cutie? How was your stream? Fortune, fate, luck. Death, change, ending, moving on. Should I just take the first one and then we keep going? I wish I could see what this is. This seems like love, something kitschy maybe. Let's take travel then. Tell the story of the northbound train blinking its giant eye as it crawls through the night. I think those are the stories. There are different kind of stories.
Travel? That's your
I
job.
hope you had some good games in Overwatch
Wander
then.
from place to place, gather those stories and spread them. People get bored hearing the same stories over and over. But an old cliche in one state
Thanks for the lurk, Billy.
might be a
Enjoy your
rip-roaring
games.
new yarn in another.
Okay, so it's not a story. Okay, let's see. Tell the story of the parting of a cloud of fog to reveal a brief glimpse of a land of promise and plenty. So maybe it's a preview.
Your deepest desires.
They were pretty good games.
Your
I'm glad.
greatest
I'm
wish,
glad. Sounds
heaven,
like a good stream then.
Big Rock Candy Mountain, El Dorado. The
Thank you so much
promised
again,
land,
Haven.
That place just over the ridge where they all say that the water tastes just like the sweetest wine.
Sweetest wine. Better than dry wine.
Well, I
Ugh.
don't know where that is. It's supposed to be somewhere in this country. Ask the people you meet. They're all searching for the same thing.
What about Fortune's fate of luck? Tell the story of tossing a pair of bone dice on a blood-red velvet table. They come up snake eyes and wink at you. Hello, Fox.
It's just luck.
I was so urge to play
Funny
some
how
Red
bad
Dead
luck
2 now.
seems to
What is
follow
this
the folks
magic
who
music do?
already have
It's
problems
crazy, right?
aplenty.
What music can do to us.
Well, try your luck out there in this country. See, it's not all bad. You'll have to work hard, but I'll give you the gift for seeing the true shapes of people. Not many who can do that.
You know what? I just want to start with wait, where was travel? Oh, I can't do this anymore. Where's travel? It's gone. Okay, I have to go through first. Tell the story of a black and a grey city where every building is filled with desiccated corpse.
I'll strip away your flesh to make the journey easier, but still you will feel pain. Hunger, weariness, thirst, and despair. They're all part of stories, a part not often told. And death, yes, but don't worry.
Don't worry.
As long as your task remains, you'll come back.
Am I doing something wrong? Exit? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Didn't we do? Tell the story of the endless series of doors of different kinds, each leading only to more doors. Maybe I'm doing already something wrong, but that's a
You
bird!
sometimes have to make choices about what kind of story you're finding. Is it a love story or a tragedy?
Well, you all can only know in the end, huh?
Don't gather too many of one kind, though. This grand story needs variety.
Variety.
Go on your way, Seeker. Maybe we'll meet again, or maybe not.
Maybe not.
Either way, it'll be an experience for you.
Every story sounds pretty
I'm
good so
jealous
far.
in some ways. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay, so it starts now. The counter music. I'm a skeleton. I forgot to eat a bit of food, I guess. Okay. Interesting. From a 2D world to this 3D world. What is this? Search? How can I search?
This bungalow
Oh.
is being ransacked. There's furniture piled in the front yard, ammunition heaped under the mailbox, and a crowd of clean-cut men ripping apart a car in the driveway. The two heavily
Strange.
armed, mud-caked women leaning over the porch railing share the same bored grin. One shouts at you. Lend a couple innocent gals a cigarette?
Well, I'm not a smoker, but sure.
You are about to hand her a smoke when those men draw pistols and shove you hard into the dirt. You know these girls? They demand.
No, I don't know them.
Once they've dumped your bag out into the road, they decide you're harmless. If you were selling booze too, you'd have a lot more cash, sneers one. On the porch behind him, the two bootleggers are fingering their empty rifles, grinning in disappointment.
I would like to move on then. Okay, the woman arrested for bootlegging. Okay. What is it? USA. Ah, this is the border. USA on the other side. There's Canada. can't jump, by the way. I tried. Press H to view the in-game manual. Oh, okay. Your goal is to fulfill your obligation to the wolf by finding all 16 characters scattered over the US and trade stories with them until you earn their trust and finish their stories. By having adventures, you'll begin to collect stories. When you meet Mac characters, they'll ask you for different types of stories: tragic, hopeful, scary, thrilling, or funny. Remember what sort of adventure you had, and you'll know what type of story you got. Stories will grow and change as you tell them. Once you tell a story to a character, it will be out in the world. You may encounter someone else who will tell you a better version of it. These better versions will be more entertaining when you tell them to characters, but be sure to tell different stories so that you have a chance to grow them all. The stories you get from characters are wildcards. They will fit any of the 5 categories. However, telling them will not cause them to grow, so use them sparingly as you're giving up a chance to spread other stories. If you want to swap around the stories you tell, you can do that in the inventory. Okay, and then there is travel. There are several ways to travel across the US. The easiest is walking, but it's slow. You can speed up your walking pace by whistling. Hold down the button and match the notes to keep your spirits and speed up. See controls for more details. I'm actually not playing with controller. I don't know if this is bad or not. You can also hop a ride on a boxcar. This will get you exactly where you need to go, but runs the risk of getting injured by the railroad cops. To hop a ride, find a train yard. A safer way to travel is hitchhiking. To hitchhike, hold the hitchhike button while standing next to a road with cars on it. Not every car will stop, and they won't always carry you the full distance, but you will be safe. Finally, if you've got some cash, you can go to a city and ride the fast, safe passenger trains from place to place. It costs money, but is the best way to travel. I would prefer the last one, but you can't do this constantly. That's the thing. Actually, never did hitchhiking. I never did that. There was no reason to. But I was sharing a car with lots of I was about to say randoms, people I don't know. Characters. Each time you meet a character, you'll have a night to talk with them and exchange stories. If you tell them the kind of stories they want, you'll gain their trust and move forward through their tale. However, there is no penalty to telling them a different story. You will still learn whatever they have to tell you. Characters have multiple chapters. When you fully open the eye and the interface, the next time you meet them, you'll move on to their next chapter. When you've finished all the chapters, you won't see them again. Each time you finish a night with a character, they will move somewhere else. You can always check the map to see where they are, but they will also show you when they move. It's reminding you of Road 96? Yeah, a bit. Just this one is very story-driven. I like both, actually. Let's see, inventory, you have nothing probably here. The inventory holds the mementos you've collected from the characters you've met. Once a character trusts you fully, they'll give you something to remember them by, which can be used to travel to where you first met. The inventory screen also has tabs so you can see your stories, a timeline of your adventures, a map of the US, and your progress with each of the characters. Basically, we're traveling around the US. Dude! I'm doing this. This is so nice.
Off the road and into the woods. You can't help
I
but
like the
come across
wipes
this
here.
package by the old tree tied to a sturdy stick. The cloth wrapping conceals, though not particularly well, something large and softly unsettled. Little eyes blink back at you from inside the bundle.
I would like to say hello. I don't want to move on. I'm curious.
The shape gives a start.
Please don't tell my pa that I'm in here.
It says in a small voice.
Why not?
Pa doesn't want to live with us anymore. But I want to go with him. Don't tell him, please. I'm hiding.
Huh. Why does his pawn... Why does he want to leave? Look for his dad.
His father must have been here at some point, but you sure can't see him now.
Please go. He's coming back any minute,
Says the boy, growing agitated.
he's gonna see you talking to me. Please, go!
He only calms down when you leave. You don't see another soul for miles.
That's kind of weird. What happened over there? The boy who ran away with his father. A new story. Actually, let me go to the options. Controls. Where was it actually? Oh, we don't need anti-aliasing actually. Fantastic. Fastest. No, fantastic is nice. Sounds nice. Music is jamming though. Yeah, the music is really good. A lot of people also said this in the review. That the soundtrack is actually really good. San Francisco, California. Where are the controls? Oh, here. I'm just blind. All right. Hitchhike. Ah! Movement, whistle, inventory, in-game hub, map. Oh, there's also a map. And interact. I was pressing E for interact, but it's space. All right. And there's a map. Wow, that's a big map. Are you kidding me? Where are we? Oh, we're here. We're starting. This is okay. Today is going to be very educational because I have no idea where, for example, Iowa is. I have no idea. I only know Texas is close to Mexico here. And it's also weird to see these kind of borders. It seems like somebody used a ruler. We don't have this in Germany here. We don't have that. And I know where California is. Wow, Mimi. All right. And then you can see there are cities. I'm far away from the city, though. And there is a road. We could hitchhike. I can't even say that word. And you did this once, Des? I don't know if I'm not brave enough, I guess. Da, 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 da. Is that a bird?
They don't come every
Oh,
year,
birds.
you know. The old man is sitting at the edge of a rotting old pier.
Does it
crooked
taste like wine? Not yet.
legs dangling over the water.
I think it has something
He
to do with the
watches a pair of
stories.
seagulls preen and groom each other on a rock just off the shore.
Watch the seagulls.
They seem to wait for something together, fidgeting and rubbing against one another. And when they fly off,
What, Susie?
they fly together.
Description of drawing them
These
out
two.
with a ruler. It's not far
These
from that what
same
they did.
two
Really?
I've been coming here ever since I was a boy, the old man says.
Funny. Really?
He watches them fly away until their bodies are dots vanishing into the low sun. Always the same pair. Wonder what keeps him coming back to this town. He shrugs. It must be home.
Must be home. Let's move on then. The seagulls and the fisherman. Where can I see the stories now? So far, they're not telling every story. So, we'll see. Portland.
The woman walks the small town square with the poise
Looks like
that he
Beethoven.
gave us. A confident stride and inimitable mannerisms elevating the sidewalk into a plush Hollywood carpet. And wrapped around her neck, a yellow velvet ribbon, bright as an ocean sunrise.
Let's ask
You
around.
question a well-dressed man parked outside an oyster house. Prudish woman. I took her on a fine date and she didn't remove so much as a ribbon. Excuse me, can you step back from the coop? That's the spirit. You decide to seek a second opinion.
I will still ask
You
around.
talk with a waitress smoking outside a diner. Something funny about her. Just showed up one day. Doesn't work, doesn't live anywhere as far as I know. Just around. Myself, I'd love to know who made all her beautiful clothes.
Approach the woman or ask around? Approach?
You ask the woman if you may join her at a public bench. You may. Lovely outside, isn't it? Her eyes are a beautiful shade of brown. Beneath the yellow ribbon, a thick, fibrous scar wraps around her throat. Weather like this, it reminds me of Paris.
A weather like this, it reminds me of Paris.
You can see storm clouds on the horizon, and you don't relish the thought of being caught wandering this rocky seaside road in the rain. Fortunately, you find the lighthouse door open.
I'm scared
with a
of
daunting
lighthouses now.
staircase before you.
Climb
At
up.
the top of an ornate wrought iron spiral.
Oh, that's the
you're
heart symbol.
breathless and feel
Lighthouses,
the
yeah.
strain on your knees.
Since the last, not the
Rain
last
already
movie night, but
batters the
yeah, the
walls
lighthouse.
outside.
Watching with Patreons.
You can only knock on a heavy
That
wooden
was
door
very
leading
disturbing.
into the upper level. Muffled voices and light seep in beneath the door.
Put your ear to the door. Okay, maybe you can hear something.
Looks like we got a visitor. Sounds like a man's voice, deep and rough. Well, behave yourself. I'll open the door. Another man, this one with a higher, more sonorous voice. Always behave myself. He feigns indignation.
His
But his
the
tone
voice actor
betrays
reminds me of
affection
a soldier in
instead.
Overwatch. Let's wait a
After
bit.
a moment, the door unlatches from the inside and opens. The man before you is tall and muscular, with a hint of a paunch beneath his wide chest. The heavy iron knob on the door looks nearly dainty in his huge hand.
You're right, me. You're all right.
Didn't want to be out in this rain, did you? Come in.
It's nice to listen to. That's the voice? Nah. That's not him, right? Step inside.
Despite the rough exterior, this room looks like a well-appointed
No,
parlor.
no way.
There's a rug.
Is it
on a
him?
Trod wooden floor and an enormously plush couch. And
I'm
sat
not your
upon it
father.
is
No,
a
no, no,
stock
you don't think so. But
grinning
it's
with a
very
great
close to
hazel-colored
his voice.
beard. Tea? He offers, hoisting a teapot.
Been here long? Must be lonely up here.
A few years. The tall one sits on the sofa, wrapping his arm casually around the other lighthouse keeper. 5, says the smaller, but by no means small, man. That long? Time flies. We traveled together before that. You must have some good stories from the road, huh?
Well, I have some. Do I have some stories?
You wake up the next morning on their old sofa, still warm from an excess of tea. And cakes? There
Cakes.
might have been little cakes. Prodigious snoring rumbles in from the floor above you, and you quietly take your leave.
Let's move on then. I don't have any stories to tell, but we have to meet people first. Which was the button for hitchhiking again? Options, control. Oh, Q. Hello, can somebody take me with you? Please. In the meanwhile, I can just walk. Oh, thank you. Somebody wants us. Oh my god, the controls. Hello? No. I just wanted to. please. How is this working? Oh, now it's working. We're inside the car. Where are we traveling? Oh, we're arriving Boston. Enter Boston. Let's do that. Boston, red brick, green trees, blue sky. In this weather, Boston is beautiful. That is, until you make your way deeper into the city and get lost among the cramped, winding, shadow-haunted old streets. Earn money, train station, store. Should we earn money? Train station, what is a store? Hot apple cider. Clam chowder, orange juice, cola. Earn money, explore.
This city
Oh,
is like
okay,
no
never
other
mind.
you've been to. Crooked streets splay out in a maze of narrow passages, no two alike.
It feels like there are
Soon,
lots of choices you can
find
do.
yourself in
Didn't know
twilight.
that. So maybe every
utterly
playthrough is a bit
lost.
different.
Bright light crests around one corner. A car approaching.
Keep walking. Hey, the taxi cab.
Compelled
Let's
by
do
the
that.
cold and foreboding night, you don't question it as you drag your bones into the cab. But you realize immediately how strange the vehicle is. It's a sleek thing, like a shallow parabola gliding over the street.
What about the driver then?
Where to? He asks. You have to stop and think. Eventually, you name Boston Common, the only landmark you know in this town. He peels off silently. You feel the car move before you hear the engine.
I'm gonna look out the window. I
He
actually
takes
love
you
to do
through
that.
ever odder streets, flanked by painfully clean, gleaming buildings and signage for businesses you don't recognize. Even the air seems different. It doesn't smell so sharply of gasoline and coal. Eventually, you come to a stop.
And we're of course paying the driver, but I have no idea how much money I have.
The fare's in glowing numbers above his dashboard. It's much too high. Surely a mistake. No charge, he insists. You look like you need a break. And then you find yourself on the curb at Boston Common, under thick moonlight, in a city much as you'd left it before.
Let's move on. Alright, this is what we do. I did, actually. What about earning money? You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Look for work. What is panhandle? Look for work. You join a crew of laborers waiting at a street corner. Soon, a truck pulls up and everyone jumps in the back. The job's good, one woman assures you. You ride a short way before the truck pulls up behind a factory. Everyone hops out and starts putting on heavy coats. What for? The whole factory is a vast, cold meat locker. You're shivering in only a few minutes. Dragging the carcasses around is hard work, but it only keeps you so warm. Soon your hands are totally numb. Quit early? Can I die here? Keep going. You grit your teeth and keep working. By nightfall, you're shaking almost uncontrollably. You're paid a full day's wait, but it's hardly worth it. Damn. So that means I got some money again. So, what is this? I got love, money, and sleep. I got love. Nice.
A dusty truck and a man on horseback pull up next to one another in front of the grocer. Suddenly, the driver and the rider, two wiry old men with identical haircuts, start shrieking at one another.
There was also another car with this symbol, right? I can't remember. What's going on?
The man with the truck leaps into the street.
Brother!
He shouts. The one on the horse tumbles out of his saddle.
Brother!
He screams. They embrace in the road.
30 years.
Hollers the driver. The rider, tears streaming down over his face, corrects him.
No, 32.
Oh, wow.
Everyone here is watching these two older men cry and hug one another in the middle of Main Street. Cars and wagons are backing up. People are yelling.
Take a photo of us.
The driver begs you. Starts hauling a tripod out of the bed of his truck.
Say cheese or let's get out of the road first. I'm gonna take a picture. Say cheese.
The long-lost brothers pose in front of traffic. Cry snot pouring
This
out
is
of their
how I am
noses.
building up my story, I
As
guess.
angry passerby
Love, yes.
wave you out of the road.
Money, love,
Each
and
brother
sleep.
presses a
The most
coin
important
your
things in
hand.
life.
When the traffic disperses, you realize they overpaid you quite a shocking amount.
Let's move on then. Arigato. The brothers. That was too fast. Did I miss a story over there? No, I just arrived in Boston.
Low tide on a moonless night. This beach is long, stretching toward a receding sea. In the darkness, the sand seems coarse and gray, alien. The stars are dim and distant.
Welcome back, Haven. Enjoy your food. I'm gonna look to the horizon now.
It outshines the stars with its presence, a streak of sickly colored light, leaving a trail of distorted fire. It slowly creeps along the sky like a vast worm, though you know that, given the distance, it must be moving at great speed.
Keep looking at the sky or look back at the shore. I'm gonna look at the sky.
Its parabola heads south to north. In the far distance, just for a second, a boardwalk town is engulfed in light. With a rumble, its street lamps and windows dim, then go dark. All that you can see emanating from
Oh, that's a
there
song we didn't hear so
is
far.
an otherworldly color that you can't quite name.
Then let's move on. The light from the sky. Oh, we can make a camp here? Guess so. Quinn by Clarice Kyron. Oh god, that was way
Hey
too
there,
fast.
stranger. You're welcome to enjoy this fire with me, if you're respectful, that is. This here is my spot, and I ain't inclined to share it with any bad characters.
Oh gosh.
You can call me Quinn. These here are my venturing companions. Cass is the big un, and the one with the spots is Flip.
No.
I usually beat my way on the rails, but the road news said this town was fat, and the weather was fine. So I'm taking in the sights and seeing what I can drum up. You got any happy stories?
Hi, Sinister. welcome. Some happy stories. Yeah, all the stories you've collected so far, they're organized by subject because the boss likes the tarot cards. So those were the tarot cards. This is the subject of each story here. If you tell this person a story about love, for example, they will tell you something from their own life relating to the same subject of love, poor things. As the night goes on, this icon will move left to right. When it reaches the right side, the night is over, and so is your storytelling. The person you're talking to will usually tell you where they'll be next so you can't find them again. If you tell them the types of stories they request, you'll gain their trust and the eye will open. When it opens fully, the next time you meet them, they'll open up more about their life. They remember this from conversation to conversation, so don't feel you need to open the eye all the way the first time you meet someone. Dance around, get to know them, like in real life. Alright, a happy story. The sun, the past memories, the future, family, sadness. No, we don't want to have that 9 of swords. Tell the story of the two lighthouse keepers near Portland. Tell the story of the seagulls and the fishermen near Portland. This is a nice story here. Tell the story of two brothers who reconnected after 30 years apart around Boston, because it's nice, right? They didn't see each other for such a long time. Tell the story of elegant woman. No. Who ran away? No, that's not nice. I'm gonna tell this story here. Let's see. Maybe the eye gonna open a bit more.
Now that's a happy story.
I'm glad.
My family. There ain't no way I'm gonna start jaw flapping about those bastards. Judases, the lot of them. Enough said.
Okay.
I want to hear a story about ghosts or murderers or something. Scary stuff.
Scary stuff to have that. Murderers. I don't think so. Murderers and what? Scary. They're not murderers, they're bootlegging. Scary. Was this scary? I'm not sure. Sadness. Should I tell the story of with the boy who ran away with his father? I'm gonna take that. I'm not sure if that is scary. I don't think so.
Well, that sure was a downer. Give me a good venture tale instead any day.
But the eye didn't open more. Unlucky.
Freedom. Well, teacher used to talk about freedom like America was eat up with it. But the tramping kind seems to be just about the only real freedom still in supply. Ain't no freedom from an empty stomach or bad weather, unless you're rich. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those.
Thrilling stories. I don't think so. I actually don't think so. Maybe this one?
Well, that was a
Oh,
lively
it
tale.
was! No?
Authority.
Never
bosses
mind.
and such. I ain't nobody's little Angelina, if that's what you're asking. Take care of myself and my dogs. I don't need no jocker looking out for me. So if you're offering, don't. Shoot, I thought I told you to be respectful. You want to keep enjoying my spot or not? Think about that.
I'm thinking about that.
Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor.
A funny story? I don't think I got a funny story so far. Nah. Funny story. That's not a funny story. I got no funny story. I'm not funny. Oh, we're gonna take that. Potty mouth, yeah.
Ain't life got enough tear-jerkers in it without telling stories like that? Jeez.
Jeez, I know. I'm not a good storyteller.
Sad. Well, so you think just 'cause I'm young, I gotta be sad, crying after my mama every night.
No, I didn't say that.
I don't need you looking after me, so if you're offering, don't. And I thought I told you to be respectful. What you really
I feel
ought to
bad
be asking
now.
yourself is if you want to keep enjoying my spot or not. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories.
Okay, I think it was a mistake to go to this camp. Exciting. This was exciting, at least to me. The light from the sky around Boston.
Were you trying to scare me? Well, you didn't go far enough. Huh.
Okay, didn't work.
Wishes come true, huh? If I had to say, it'd be great to have red beans and rice cooked with some fatty bacon. Supposed to be a Mississippi River specialty, but I ain't never had it. Oh, heck, the night's over already. I sure enjoyed talking to you, but I gotta get on. Think I'll see what's happening up the road this way.
So, in Pennsylvania, we will meet again, I guess. I guess so. Wow, we can actually decide which way we want to go.
The tramping life suits me just fine. Every day is a venture. With things being so depressed, folks walk around like it's the end of everything good. But it ain't. Plenty nice things to see if you know where to look.
Alright, but now I'm understanding a bit more. Chapter 2 is available now. Quinn's Adventures. So we did not do everything wrong. As you walk down the road, a black crow flutters down to land in your path. It looks at you, cocks its head and speaks. Well, you've got a long, long road ahead, don't you? All these people to chase down, or so I hear. It loves. I got some experience when it comes to chasing fox. Tell me about it. Well, if you want, you could go find your friend again. Ask more about their life. They might want better stories this time, though. It peers up at you. Didn't they tell you where they were headed next? Pennsylvania was right? Yeah. But hey, the world is full of people. Bet you could find another friend like that if you went looking around. There's more an interesting person in this land for sure. It gives a gravely laugh. That's what humans say anyway. And with that, it launches into the air and disappears. Hold left, control the whistle. If you match the notes, you walk faster. Ah!
Shrill and close. Then you see him, high up above the black streaks of wires. A lineman, fraying belt holding him to the pole. A damned bird has come to perch on a power line, stare hungrily at the man's soul.
Oh, this looks dangerous. Let's watch a bit.
Unsteady. His hands are shaky, and his body sways in the wind. You spot his tool bag next to the pole, worn and frayed, much like the man. A half-gone bottle of cheap rye pokes out of it.
So I can decide walk away, take the bottle. Why should I take the bottle? It's not mine, right? This was the symbol of ending. Huh. I don't know what to do. I would not take his bottle. Usually, but if we're in game, let's see.
What's he gonna do? Come down from the
Oh
pole?
God.
You snatch it from his bag in one quick motion and walk away.
I feel bad for doing it now.
He starts, but whatever he's about to say slips into a slurred whine as his belt snaps.
I mean, I could look away or look at him. I'm gonna look at him now.
His body plummets, and his limbs go slack with the understanding of what is happening to him. He tumbles into the tall, dry grass by the side of the road with a muffled noise. All
Oh,
you
no.
hear is the call of the whippoorwill. Eager, loud, thankful.
What did I do? The drunkard lineman? Oh God, what did I do? What kind of story am I creating here? You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurted suddenly, turning towards you. Want to hear a good story? Sure. With the air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the cloud tinged with a color no human had seen before, confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order. You barely pieced the story together. Wait a second. You suddenly realize that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the light from the sky, but massively changed, with whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists, turning his wincing eyes back toward the road, and with that, the conversation seems over. So that was just from another perspective. The story grew now, okay. Wasn't in New York here? The city? I want to visit the city. Enter New York. Let's do it. The air stinks of gasoline and trash, and you're boxed in by brick, but down there's something invigorating about that stink. God! You feel like there's an engine in your chest. We have still a bit of money. We could explore a bit.
Engines belch black smoke as the ferry churns gray water into froth. A broad-shouldered figure leans out over the rail, eyeing the skyscrapers on the horizon. Nearby, a man and a woman speak in low, urgent voices. He takes her wrist gently. She is weeping softly.
I'm gonna listen to the couple a
I
bit.
wish you didn't have to go.
She says.
There's got to be work on some of those buildings going up.
His thumb skates over her pulse point.
I checked every day for a week. There ain't. I'll be back, though. Got your picture in my wallet, don't I? It's not forever.
No, that's cute. A picture in his wallet. I'm gonna keep listening.
Her words are split by a sob.
Might as well be. My parents didn't come to New York for this.
She leans against him, the wind tousling her hair. He pulls her to his chest.
I'm leaving because I gotta go. If there was another way...
They stand together, close, quiet, in the stiff breeze.
Oh, that's sad. No. The couple parted about unemployment. Train station store. Slice of pizza. Ah! In every city you're getting different kind of food. That's so nice, actually. A fresh bagel, slice of pizza, coffee or iced coffee. But my heart is going a bit down, right? What was it? Love? I have no idea. Because I didn't speak to people? Oh, I need to understand that. Train station. Boston, Washington, Detroit. I don't even know Washington. That's not even close, right? Now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna leave them. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. A jet black crow alights on the low branch of a twisted tree. Look at you, it caws. Think you got some good stories already? Well, I heard better. Much better. Seems to wink at you when you hear my tricks. The one you got now, psh, pathetic stuff. You tell those stories around and they'll come back more exciting, more satisfying. So always listen to the stories other folks tell. Their tales are less true, sure, but more useful around the campfire. Make sense? The boss has a point about the true ones, though. The crow admits, very extra interesting. You learn a couple folks' true life stories, and everyone will like him, no matter what kind of story they think they want to hear. And I know about any other tips? Well, everyone's the captain of their destiny. It gives a burst of laughter. I ain't no bootstraps in the world that can save you now, but the choices you make, they change the kind of story you tell. You can tell. It ruffles its feathers, a sort of shook. Choose wisely or don't. Where are we? We are here now. Okay. Where are we going? Should we go to Pennsylvania this way? What is this city? I can't see. Unseen story. There's so many other people here. God, America is so big, guys. What a big country. Holy moly, that's actually such a big country. River crossing. I can't decide. There's more stuff here going on though. So we're going to the direction of Virginia. Where's Washington? Isn't this here somewhere? Am I blind? I might be blind. I'm not good with geography of America, to be honest. I'm really not good with that. Yeah. Mississippi. Okay. Let's go to Virginia then. So where's that now? Oh, that's Philly. The crow is again here. You notice a black crow sitting on a fence post, watching you with unsettling intensity. Hey! It blurts. Hey, friend! Hey! Listen! You hear about trains? It gives a throaty cackle. Locomotion! That's the life. I got some good travel tips here. You ever ride a train? It asks. With your budget, you'll need to hop on a train yard. Though fast and convenient, but the railroad boats really don't like it when you ride in the empty boxcars. If you get caught, you'll get beaten. It hops and pecks at something on the ground. On the positive side, maybe you'll meet someone to trade stories with. But if you don't like the sound of that, you could hitchhike. Find a friendly car. It laughs. I feel sorry for you landlubbers. No wings, just motors. You can't even cross rivers when you want to. Only at safe crossings. True. I'm so jealous about that. You get a point there? Always do. You notice that its beak doesn't move as it speaks, but before you can tell anything else about it, off it flies.
The stream is a clear,
Oh, what the hell?
reflective shade of blue. Unusual in this region, where bog iron colors the river's brown.
What's that?
Across the way,
It's like a dog dragon,
great leather wings laps
but
up
with a
the
helmet?
river. Its sunken red eyes fixed on your every movement.
Gonna take a stock
You
down.
now notice the unnatural absence of wildlife. No fish swim in the stream. No birds sing in the trees. The winged goat drinks with a forked tongue, only abstractly concerned with your presence.
Drink water, approach goat. Should I drink water?
You cup the water in your hands, ice cold somehow, and take a swallow, soothing the coarseness in your parched throat. Clear as the water is, the stream bed isn't visible, even looking straight down.
Swim in the
Your
water.
feet don't reach the bottom, so you float in the cool water, feeling washed clean. The ripples flow
Dude,
as
that's
far
not a
as you can
goat.
see, never fading.
Wave at
The
goat.
winged goat snorts and heads in the other direction.
What is this story? Move on. The winged goat by pristine water. Let's arrive in Philly then. What's this symbol here? Your story. It's break time at this half-finished bridge. The workers are gathered around a young man who sits on a bucket like a king. They listen rapidly to his story about the boy whose shiftless father led him alone in the woods. Listen to the tale. You realize it's the story of the boy who ran away with his father, but heavily embellished. The young man on the bucket tells it masterfully, doing all the voices as if he's told it this way 1,000 times before. What a story. It's nothing close to what actually happened, but this version is pretty good. I'll have an easy time remembering it. I see.
By nightfall, the hospitality of this sleepy hamlet, combined with their superstitious tales, has both overstuffed your stomach and filled you with a hollow dread. Folks say these woods are full of apparitions, witches, and worse. You curse yourself for getting on the road so late.
Let's walk
In the
on.
moonlight, every valley and hollow at the feet of the Tappan Zee seems like a stolen shred of the abyss itself. Fireside tales seem less fanciful, and every cackling crow and moaning whippoorwill seems like a demon perched on the shivering, spindly trees.
I'll just listen.
But something cuts through the noise. The muffled sound of hooves galloping on the cold, muddy road. When he finally slows his horse alongside you, it's as though he had just appeared out of the mist.
Look at him.
He's astride a gigantic black courser, and though his boots are muddy and ragged, he wears an immaculate coat with great, shining buttons. From his saddle hangs an antiquated flintlock and a cavalry saber. In the darkness, you can hardly see above his towering shoulders.
Howdy, Ryder.
His voice is a rumbling croak, deep, but as though his throat is filled with thorns. Have you happened upon a cannonball around here?
Oh my god, he's going even deeper with his voice.
You can tell
This makes me want to play Red Dead again.
Germany.
I think you're not the only one thinking that.
So pale it's almost blue in the moonlight, grips the reins in a fist.
So he's a German cowboy. Hello. Hello, Ryder. So I haven't run the hell away? No.
Mumble an apology and watch as he silently rides away, back into the mist. He's cloaked in black, you notice from behind, but the blood running down over his shoulders glints crimson in the moonlight.
Move on. The rider in the woods. The German rider. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-da. Can see another campfire. Should we already do it? I'm gonna do it. Who's it? Mason, pay for your lie.
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good. We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left. Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through. The march I was on, the bonus army, it's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand. So anyway, tell me a funny story. You seem like you know a few good ones.
I do have a funny story. Pooh, I'm not sure if I got a funny story. Do you have a funny story? That was sad. No, that was creepy. I don't know if that is funny for him. I don't think so. Because I yoinked his drink. We can try. Maybe it's this type of funny story. I'm not sure.
I don't mean to be rude, but civvies
That's
don't
a tragedy,
understand what
right?
tragedy is.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. That's not his type of humor. That I'm very sorry.
Tanks seem to be the ones bringing about change. First, in no man's land, and then on the steps of Washington, D.C. I was amazed the first time I saw one. The second time, afraid. And all the times after that.
Oh,
Having an
revolted.
exciting
I'm
kind of story,
sorry.
My memories get my adrenaline up, but they're not exactly fun.
Any kind of exciting kind of story is exciting. Tell the story. And that was creepy, right? For other people, it was creepy. Exciting story. But exciting can also be creepy, right? Tell the story of the winged goat by Pristine Watson. I don't know. Maybe this is exciting for him. I'm not sure.
I got nightmares enough without hearing that kind of
Nightmares. Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, my sister, Jessie, won't
Jess,
forgive
we're gonna
me for
try
what
out,
happened to Paul, so she won't let me back home.
I'm not a good storyteller, I guess.
I made my own way for a while after that, till no one could afford gardeners. Who could stand to care for the land nowadays? Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Yeah. I know a happy story. It was the story with the brothers.
For a moment,
Finally.
Just-
That's the story I know. It's working every time.
I felt better about it all too. My family. They were good to me. Mom and Pop. And to Paul. And to my sister Jessie. Some days I wish I could find Jessie again and have her help me. She always liked Paul best. Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
I'm also not good at telling them. We got chat for that. Any good jokes? Good jokes with... No, we don't have a joke story. I don't know.
You know, the government told us to keep our chins up too. But I didn't believe them either.
Kev, please, the bad joke of the stream.
The past doesn't even feel like it happened.
Tell me about my life.
Feels
It's a
like
big
it's
joke.
happening
MCK, no.
Every moment, in every slumber. When the memories come back to you, they clutch at you, at your heart. Maybe it'll take my mind off my sorrow to hear about somebody else's. Tell me a sad story.
A sad story is the lovers. The two lovers parted by unemployment. That was sad, at least for me.
I wish
Yeah.
I could talk about what happened in the trenches.
Here we
then,
are.
too.
Oh wow, the eye is very wide
I hope
open.
someone would understand. Love? It was a real long time ago. I pulled a ribbon on her hair, and her pigtails came undone, and she tattletaled on me. Never really tried after that. Here's the sun. I've got to go. I'm headed up the road this way. Will our paths cross?
You are where? MD. What is MD standing for? Pennsylvania. Where am I? I will forget about him again. I'm sorry. All right. Maybe it's done now because it was the right story. Huh. This guy complained about being sad and now he wants a sad. Yeah, sometimes this is just making you feel a bit better because he knows he's not alone with his pain.
Days come and go when the terrors return. They'll never be able to pay back what they owe me, but I'll always keep at it. What about you? Is there something somebody owes you?
Mason's loss. Washington. Should we go to Washington, guys? Yeah, let's go. Washington, D.C. It's hard to look at these shining buildings in the direct sunlight. I feel like an ant crawling among the tombs of giants. Away from the monuments, though, you find a city that's a little more human. Let's
The
explore a bit.
mailman's uniform is dated
Capital,
and
yeah.
worn. He sits on the edge of the road, head in hands.
Actually, I want to visit the USA
He
at
looks
some
up
point.
as you approach. Can you help? Car clipped me. I think my legs... Well, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver this for me. He holds out a brown envelope.
Deliver the letter.
The letter's addressed to a James Gibson Sr., 120 J Street. But the city stymies you. The blocks run straight from I to K. You stop a man for directions, but he shakes his head and laughs. Someone's playing a joke on you. There's no J Street.
Head back, keep looking.
Over here. A woman in a brown coat overheard your question. She steers you down an alley. Someone's chalked a big orange J on one wall.
I thought Clovis was late. Go left up ahead. Old Man Gibson's the third on the right.
I go on
As you
alone.
round the corner, the world changes. J Street is a place out of time. Like the city forgot an entire street a century ago and carried on around it, oblivious. Even the noise and bustle of D.C. can't penetrate this little pocket.
Knock knock on Gibson's
The
door.
man who answers is ancient and stooped. He peers at the letter. I think it's from my son. I don't see so well anymore. Will you read it to me? You tear the letter open. It isn't good news.
Tell him the truth or lie. I'm always a person who wants to tell the truth. I don't think I got the right to tell lies here.
He fights it, but his face crumbles. Tears roll down his cheeks. It's better to know. I've been waiting a long time for this. His shaking hand takes the letter. Thank you for telling me.
Of course. Let's move on. The strange street lost. Okay. I don't get this one. Earn money. Why should I? This is already done, right? Store. Earn money. Store. Or is it giving us a one heart? Okay. What can you even buy here in Washington? Scrambled eggs, ice cream float, glass of wine, PB plus J. What is that? Sounds like a drink. What is this? Ah, okay. It's giving you a heart or better sleep. Ah, better sleep. What is PB plus J? I'm gonna Google that. Peanut butter jelly. Ah! Oh, I want to have that. Oh, I want to have this now. I want to have this now. Nom nom. Train station. Okay, we can travel back to New York, to Chicago, to Cincinnati, or Atlanta. I'm gonna go to Atlanta. Oh no, we can't. We need to work first. Okay, earn money. You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Look for work. What? I always thought that sounded like an awful combo of food, but it is absolutely not. It's absolutely, really not, because the peanut butter is a bit more dry, and the jelly is making it more. It just, the combination is actually really, really good. It's like the nut taste combined with fruit is it's actually really, really good. I tried it once. It was okay, yeah. Also love I also love the soft bread with that. It just I would love to eat this now actually. Maybe I'm hungry. You wait outside a lumber warehouse for hours. You don't get there early enough for work in the warehouse, but trucks swing by every few minutes, picking up loads of fresh wood, and sometimes a few people from the street corner for a job elsewhere in the city. Let's wait. Only tried PB, it was extremely dry and I did not care for it. It can be dry, but you need to make it right. It's actually, I love peanut butter. It's really good. A battered pickup stops at the curb. There's only a few planks on the bed of the truck and the cab is packed with teenagers. A young man with a bent cigarette drooping from his lips shouts to, "Hey, wanna make some cash?" Absolutely. Doing what? Sucking my... Shut you pee, blurts the smoker. showing his companion heart. It's painting a house, he says. Okay, wow. Okay. The door of the truck cab opens slowly and the boys slide around to make room for you. Why are they so rude towards me already? You count them quick, 6 total, 2 of them crouched under the dashboard at the foot of the front passenger seat. There is something ominous about their sudden silence. The moment the truck pulls into the street, every single boy but the driver produces a switchblade of some sort. Everything is bare knees and shiny knife blades. "Give us your money!" hauls the driver, accelerating into the middle lane. No, they were just yonking my money. No! You reach back for the door latch and a second later landing hard in the middle of the street. The truck roars away, the boy's shocked face is craned back to look at you. A taxi nearly runs you over. Passively jeer as you limp to the curb. It could have been worse. Oh, wow. They yoinked my money. They just yoinked my money. I don't like the city anymore. Oh, am I driving back again? No! Oopsie. Oh, okay, never mind. It's just we're landing in Washington again. Oh, nice. We're lucky. We go again. Sounds about right for Washington. Wow. I feel betrayed. Oh, that's the train station, right? Hop a train. Another camp. Who's here? Mason, chapter 2. Oh, okay.
First, Ma and Pa wanted me and Paul on the front lines. They wanted someone to be proud of, and I did as they asked. Then the government wanted me to take an IOU, and I did. When there were no more jobs, I, along with thousands of others like me, went and asked Hoover to pay up. General MacArthur was so scared of us, he brought in goddamn tanks to keep us from tearing apart DC. Do you know any happy stories? Hopeful ones?
Happy stories. Didn't I tell you about the story with the brothers already? Happy story. Do we have another happy story? Ah, okay, I can't tell the same story anymore. This guy should play What If You Lost Tanks so much. Nobody wants to play this role except Newbie.
For a moment there, just a moment, I felt better about it all too. My family won't look at me anymore. They only see Paul. I cannot put them through that every day just for my sake. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem kind.
Something to make the world seem kind. I don't have the story. No, I don't have the story. Do we have a happy story here? Except the brother. The brother was always my Joker card. Happy story. I don't have that. What is gonna happen when I'm exit? Oh no. No, back. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna tell the story of this woman, but that was not happy.
And that's what you think when you think of tragedy. Huh.
What?
Sadness? It didn't come immediately. When Paul died, it left me feeling like half of me was missing. You don't get a connection like that. You can't go back and get another twin.
They were twins even.
The emptiness didn't last. It filled itself with sadness not long after. Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
What did he say? I was reading the message. Tank is fun, yo. Not for me. What did he want? Damn, I didn't pay attention. I don't think that tanking is fun at all. What does he want? I wish I could see this somewhere. I feel bad for not listening. Does somebody know? I mean, I can just guess around, but yeah. I'm gonna take this down. Taxi cab in Boston. I don't think it was right. Okay, I'm gonna be a better listener now.
That sounds like a Navy tale.
Did you get that out of a magazine? No.
Future? When I was young, I worried about the future. But now, running all on autopilot and fumes, I've got no control over it. So worry has become me. Tell me a happy story. Something to make the world seem...
I swear, I don't have a happy story for this guy. I don't have that. That's gonna scare him again. That's also not a happy story. No, we don't have these stories, dude. Aye.
I like...
Oh, wait, what?
There's some hope left for you too, you know.
Why was it happy now? I thought he just ran away from his family. He called them bastards.
My journey? If you look at it all at once, it'll overwhelm you. It'll hurt your mind. If you take it day by day, then it won't hurt quite so much. My foot bears it a bit better. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
A funny story. Yeah, haha. I still don't have a funny story. And I don't think we're sharing the same humor, dude. Tell the story of the woman arrested for bootlegging in Maine. He's not gonna laugh about that.
Oh, come on. That doesn't sound real.
No?
The government's not much when it don't provide. It's just empty promises and broken beliefs. Broken hopes. Faraway bullets. The night's over soon. I should be leaving. The road takes me this way next.
Which
Where's it
way?
taking you?
Oh, here's in New York now. Okay. All right. It
I
was
wish
nice
there
to
was a
see you
road I could
again.
Take home. Home as I knew it. To my sister Jessie and all of them before the war. But there ain't. It's something I think the road is helping me to understand.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. What is this building there? Ba 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 ba.
The women are oblivious to your approach. Their eyes are shut. Their touch, where they hold hands, is gentle. They speak in low tones. One stifles a burst of laughter. but it brings a
Zelda
smile to their faces. Sorry,
was reminding me
says the
without
one
that.
who laughed. Don't be, another assures her. They don't look up.
Step loudly. I don't want to disturb them, to
The
be
branch
honest.
snaps beneath you. The youngest jerks her eyes open and snatches her hands free from the circle.
It's all right. He isn't coming back.
Soothes the eldest. She turns to you.
You could join us. If you've got something you're grateful for.
Timur, this is not for you. No, I want to
Your
take part of
words
that.
go unremarked.
I want to be part of that.
The youngest, holding your right hand, takes her turn.
And we give thanks for those who left, who we wanted gone, for the skills to thrive without them, and for the companions who make the effort joyful.
Your hands are released. The ceremony is over.
See, it was not that bad. The woman praying in the woods. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't have happy stories, but that's a new guy here. Maybe I should go to Virginia. So more south. Virginia, West Virginia. West Virginia. Yeah, stream more Zelda games so you guys can backseat game me, huh? Ba-da-ba. Oh, I can't cross. Wait, I can maybe take a ferry or something. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Where I am going. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dude, where are the cars? I'm almost there. Hello? Why are they ignoring me? Little Band, Chapter 1, Cumberland Blues.
Sorry, friend, but I gotta ask you not to get no closer unless I can see your hands at all times.
No worries.
Look too clean to be one of us. But you don't look like the company sent you neither. Alright, come and share my fire spell. But don't linger. These hills is full of ears. Don't think just 'cause you can't see no one that you're safe. I'll give you cornbread. Don't be so sure of me neither.
Cornbread.
Got any funny stories? Must have a couple.
I don't have funny stories, dude. I wish I could skip that part with telling a funny story, because it's not funny. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. funny story. I don't have that. I only have scary stories. This one, Quinn. Was this funny?
You got
was
some
for him.
wit, stranger.
Okay.
Travel?
I try not to forget
Well,
that.
Next time you take a train, take a peek on up at its beating heart. It's black breath. It's just what a mining man looks like inside it. Coal dust, smoke, fire. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
Dude, I just told you a funny story. I don't have funny stories. The German writer?
That's
I don't think
supposed to
that's
be
funny.
scary? Well, huh. All right.
Didn't he said funny again?
Traps.
Or
Yeah.
scary? I'm
I
confused.
tried to help dig us out. Now more like than not, I'm gonna be running forever. Keep thinking I should get mad about it. Maybe there's only so mad a man can be for so long. Sometimes fire follows the line all the way up into the hole and then whoosh, snuffs out. There's the men with their eyes screwed shut, fingers in their ears, not knowing how to feel.
I think that's my favorite song of this game.
I need a laugh. Know any good jokes?
I have no funny stories for you.
Come on, that's all made up.
It's not.
Authority? Bosses? You ain't worth nothing to them. You're like a pickaxe or coal cutter. Damn shovel.
This guy is a joke. Just want to hear funny stuff, but I don't have that.
Break, you get replaced. It's almost like they're proud of that. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Dogos. Exciting. Now, exciting. Okay. Exciting and scary is very close, right? Scary, exciting. He's gonna say, nah, that's too scary.
Are you trying to scare me?
Yeah, you see?
Every man in the last meeting I ran could tell you a story scarier than that right off the top of his head. Heaven, honest pay for an honest day. Even now, I don't dare open my lips all the way around the words. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Exciting. Tell the story of Mason's loss. No, that's not exciting, dude. You don't know what to tell him. That's not exciting. I don't know. We're guessing around. We need to collect more stories.
Come on. Don't try to cheer me up with that lying nonsense.
I'm not a liar.
Past. I remember looking between my mama's ankles down the road. Every evening, she'd be whispering. Still don't know if she was counting the workers or praying about them. Morning. I gotta get going. Headed up that way. Won't be specific. My safety and yours. You want to find me? Then do it.
He's very far away
Talk again
now.
about these things. Cole ain't got no country. No worker neither. Worker ain't Virginian, ain't Christian, white, colored, Irish, Polish, nothing. A worker is a worker. We all gotta work.
True.
If you're one of them, if you think I sound red, you best come out and say so. Get it over with.
Little band struggle. In Richmond.
As you walk along the river near an unfinished bridge,
That looks dangerous.
Man with a tool belt catches sight of you. Hey, over there, he calls out. You look like you could use a quick way to get some hard-earned money. Hard-earned is right. The bridge hangs high over a perilous drop.
Is it safe or should I accept it? I will accept it. I'm not gonna die, right? No.
Great, he exclaims. Suppose you'll want a safety belt.
Game over.
We
No.
Thunderbird people don't need them. We fly when we fall. He chuckles.
No, belt up.
You find yourself up high, looking over the rushing river that crashes around the foundation of the bridge. As you work side by side, the man mentions, "You can see thunderbirds up here if you know how to look."
Inquire.
You ask him to explain. Practice your peripheral vision, if you dare. Last thing you need up here is for them to see you seeing them and come swooping at you, he says laughingly.
I'll try them.
You only see the clouds thicken. It sure does pass the time working. The man pays you well when you're done with the job.
The Bridge Builders, a new story. Ba, 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 da, da. These fellas are lounging in the front of a half-finished office building, taking their lunch break. Hey, one calls, waving you down. Rick was telling us the story. Listen, okay? And you tell us if it's bullshit or not. Sure? Rick, a credulous-seeming fellow, starts telling you a story about the bottomless lake of clean water. You realize it's the story of the winged goat by pristine water, but changed in a few major ways. So it's definitely part bullshit, right? But also a little real? Let's say it's bullshit or it's not bullshit. It's not bullshit. Half the group groans. How the hell is that supposed to be a real story? Exclaims the man who waved you down. You're all the most gullible piece of shit I've ever met. The other half of the group vindicated shares a bottle of pop with you. Let's move on. They don't believe me. Da, 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 da. Ba, 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 da, 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 ba.
Clouds roll together to fill the sky.
Watch the sky turn, find cover. No, I'm gonna watch.
The lightning is so strong that it seems to open a path in the haze above you. You are sure you see massive talons curved around the clouds.
Keep watching.
The thunder is so immense that the ground trembles. Your lips and hands tingle from the electric charge that fills the air until the dancing lightning passes on over the hills.
Let's move on. The massive thunderstorm. I need a funny story though. Where am I? Oh, this was Virginia. Okay, I did not miss anything. Where should I go? God, it's so big. I will never reach California. I'm gonna take the 17 here. Oh, that's not a street, right? This is a landmark. South? No, this is the right way. Pick me up before you go. I really like this acoustic music. Oh.
sign marks the entrance to the cemetery. Just a moment ago, you weren't surrounded by graves, and now you are. How long have you been stepping on dead folks, fully unaware?
Let's observe a gravestone.
A wood board, bleached white. Unknown. The word was painted on black by a steady hand, each letter signed with a flourish. Whoever made this memorial had more compassion than money.
Look around, hold a moment of silence. Let's have a little moment of silence, Don.
You're already quiet, so maybe it's silly. But you instill that silence with intent. What else could someone do?
Be still.
A sparrow calls. Seems birds don't have much respect for the dead.
Right,
You
Sasu?
notice the grave marker isn't dug into the ground, just propped up on a tree.
Straighten marker.
Looks nicer now, but unmoored as these markers are, this grave in front of this tree, does this memorial even belong to it?
Move on. Anonymous grave. That's Sasu, yeah. How are you liking the game? It is a really good game. It's maybe a bit slow paced for stream, but I don't mind that. I'm enjoying my time. The music is great. I think the stories are awesome. We just need to put things together.
We need a sixth.
She told you, beckoning from the steps of a great
I
dark
like the
mansion.
idea of
And just like that,
getting the
you
experience
found
by
yourself
traveling
sitting with
around.
strangers around a velvet
Those are the
draped
stories you're
table.
gonna tell.
Her voice is reedy and high, modulated by the tight collar of her Victorian dress.
Join hands, everyone.
Hold
Your
hands.
host keeps her eyes closed as she beseeches the spirits of the dead. But everyone else around the table lets one lingering, awkward glance bounce around between them. You sense they're just about done humoring her when it happens. A deep, nasty thump beneath the table.
I do also think this is a great game if you're having a hard time reading a book, for example, right now. It can be very exhausting, but this game is making it just so much easier. The voice actor is so nice. I like to listen to his voice.
The whole table starts to shake, threatening to lift right off the ground. And then, the staid candle flames start flickering like mad, casting ghastly
Oh,
shadows
thank
on
you.
the walls. And then,
Thank you so much for the sub.
viciously
I appreciate it.
cold light cuts through the parlor like
Wait, it's
sharp
already 8 months?
knives.
What? Why is time flying just so fast? Damn, we know each other already 8 months? That's crazy. Thank you for the sub and for the support. I really appreciate it. I hope you know that. I'm gonna keep holding hands with
The
them.
damned candles are dancing in midair around you now, singeing a hair here and there off the coiffed heads of these well-heeled guests. You notice your host across the table has her eyes open wider than they should go. A rivulet of blood dripping from her nose.
Keep holding,
When
okay.
you come to your senses, sunrise has begun to creep in. The
What am I
parlor
even
is
doing
empty,
here?
But for you and the woman in the old-fashioned dress, who slumped dejectedly over the table.
He didn't show up. All that sound and fury, and no sign of his spirit.
Oh, it's a Luigi board, right? They're trying to do. Ah, move on. No spirits. Des séances. Oh, damn, the music is jamming here. Alright. A farmer chases pigs haplessly around his yard. They delight in eluding him, and he's getting mad as hell. Help me! You holler. You jump the fence and give chase. Together you corner a young pig. The farmer tackles it into the dust. For lunch, you share a fresh cut of pork. Oops. Oh, this is why you got a heart, right? Oh, that song is really nice. Yeah, the soundtrack is amazing. Damn!
A sign in town says a farmer is hiring for the sugarcane harvest. A bag-eyed man drives you and 10 hungry strangers out into the cane, where he leaves you. Everyone gets a hatchet, but no instruction.
Maybe there's also new music because we arrived in a new
Foreman is
area.
missing for some reason.
Could imagine that.
Nobody is sure what to do.
Great.
A young man in a red jacket stuffs all the hatchets in his pack. "This is stupid," he says. "I'm leaving. You can get $5 for a nice axe like this." He marches off into the cane and others follow. "Don't!" a young woman shouts after them. "It's not right."
You don't owe the farmer shit. She's right. It's about
The
justice.
thief left some hatchets behind.
The
you
narrator's
and
damn good.
three
Yeah, he
chumps
is right.
left start
I'm enjoying
chopping
my time a
cane.
lot.
It's brutal work. None of you know what you're doing. "Keep going," the girl calls. Her hands are bleeding.
Oh,
Her
damn.
face is bright with sweat. Soon, her cane is piled high.
Choppity chop.
Sometime after noon, the truck rolls up with a boozy foreman riding shotgun.
Ah, we earned some money, but I think we
Good
still
work.
had a bit of money.
He croaks. The girl wipes her blood-pinked hands on her apron to take her pay, but doesn't notice the crumpled body in the back of the truck, or the hatchets heaped beside it.
Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. Oh, there's also somebody in Florida. Let's go. Take me with you, please. Have mercy. Savannah. Nobody's taking me, honestly. Phew. Okay. Then I'm not gonna tell nice stories to you. You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurted, suddenly turning towards you. Want to hear a good story? Didn't we have this already? With the ear of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the blessed lighthouse sanctuary, where souls in love could find respite. Confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order, he barely pieced the story together. Wait a second, that sounds like our story. I don't know why this music makes me think of this emo. I have no idea, it's just soul music. He suddenly realized that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the two lighthouse keepers, but massively changed, with whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists, turning his wincing eyes back toward the road. And with that, the conversation seems over. So the story grew. Okay, let me actually check the stories. Okay, I can't do that. Inventory. go. Okay, never mind. I thought I could check. There are 16 stories, by the way. Da, 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 da.
He sings as he works, his voice warm and soft as the late afternoon sun. The air's sweet with the tang of recently cut sugar cane. There's a practiced, almost soothing precision to the way he works. He looks up and nods hello.
Greet the man.
"Make
Howdy.
it molasses," he says to your unasked question. "I sell the blackstripe in town. Farmers use it for feed. Bitter as hell." He grins.
It smells strange. Asked to try some. It smells strange.
"I don't notice shit no more. I've been doing this a while. I keep back a few bottles to share. I don't charge neither. Folks around here need what they can get. Makes a mean loaf of bread." He nods at the barrels. "I'm about done filtering. Got to boil it next. Lend a hand?"
What's the wage? Happy to help. Happy
You
to help.
help him haul the barrels over to the metal boiler. You pour in the juice and set the fire. It's hot work. He fetches water and dark bread, and you share the small meal and a smile. It's good to find another who takes joy in honest labor.
The voice reminds me of Wampus from Bugsnax, but Wampus was also soldier. The voice actor, right?
The soldier sits in the dirt with his legs splayed out, like a child would sit. Beneath the tattered fabric of his antique uniform, several open wounds fester in the hot sun. "Lend a hand, traveler?"
Help the man.
You kneel in front of the soldier. His body is marked with bullet holes, along with deeper wounds that could be from knives or bayonets. Maggots squirm inside the raw, red flesh. "About time I earned an amputation. You seen any bluebellies around?"
Blue bellies?
The soldier leans in, uncomfortably close to inspect your features. Were his pupils solid white before now? He tilts his head, narrows his eyes, sniffs you. "What are you, stranger?"
Pardon?
A shadow falls on the soldier's face. "You damn Yankee!" He pulls you in by the wrist and drives a Bowie knife into
No!
your gut. As the blade bites your flesh, the soldier stares
He
into
stabbed
your
me.
eyes, his body dispersing into the wind like a cloud of dandelion seeds.
Dandelion. Okay, dandelion. Thanks for the stab. The wounded soldier. Thank you, stabby stab. Another. Wait, Savannah. I know this city from a game. Which one was this? I have no hearts left. Crazy ass trip, bro. Oh. Georgia. I want to go to Florida. Jimmy, by Austin Walker, Paradise Walks.
Evening.
Oh,
You looking for a sermon or just a chat? Don't really matter, frankly. First thing I ever learned behind the pulpit is that every homily is just a conversation. Ain't as one-sided as you might think either. Preachers ain't shepherds, they're cowboys. They gotta run with the flock, keep them directed without fencing them in. So how about you take a seat and guide us somewhere? Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
I got some scary stories. Hell yeah. What about this one?
Oh, you could rattle a congregation's bones.
Hell yeah.
Dreams come true? Well, there
I
are
know
two
scary
sorts of
stories.
Dreams you live on, and dreams you live for. Heaven is as real as God, but it's a dream you live on that gets you through the week. promise of the afterlife is a salve for the truncheon bruises. Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate out here, right?
I also got spooky stuff. What about where's this? This one, that was spooky. I gotcha.
Oh, you
Hell
got me for a
yeah.
second with that one. Home? Never had a home. Not the way y'all talk about it anyway. Pops and I had a little trailer for the summer he was wrestling in Atlanta, but otherwise, it was a new floor every week. Anyway, why don't you tell me a scary story? You must have heard some good ones.
But isn't your eye open now? More scary stories? Da, 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 da. The anonymous grave, was this also scary? Scary, scary. Okay, what about the soldier who stabbed me? Actually, that was scary.
Oh, you could rattle a congregation's bones, I bet.
Was also good.
The past? Huh. My earliest memories of my mother and father teasing each other, laughing about something I didn't quite understand, putting on voices, playing games. This was back before she passed. Hey, you have any spooky campfire tales? Feels appropriate.
I think
out
it's just
here,
the
right?
game is just giving you more chances. If you messed it up the first time, spooky. Don't have more spooky stories actually, right? Oh, maybe this one. The Luigi board. Don't know if
you
he's
got
gonna
me
like.
for a
Oh,
second with
it
that
is
one.
even. It's even right. Nice.
Luck? Forget about luck. Think about necessity. See, you focus on luck, you end up dreaming about what-if scenarios. But ain't nothing promised. You hear me? Instead, think on what you know you can do, what you have to do, and learn to do it right. Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary. Just walking, church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures?
Adventures. Tell the story of Quinn's adventures. I don't know if that's right, but we'll see.
I swear I ain't heard a story
Oh.
good as that in a long minute.
That's my boy, actually.
Travel? Oh, I travel. Moving's in my blood. Pops traveled all over to wrestle. And even after I stepped out on my own, I kept moving. I've been everywhere. Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Houston, Los Angeles. I even... Paris. I even been to Paris. I've been everywhere. Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Houston, Los Angeles. I even... Paris.
Did
I
you
even
just
been
say
to
this again?
Paris.
Ask me about that some other time.
Well, I gotta get moving on. I have sermon to give in the morning, and the church is a long night walking that way.
So he's more walking more to the west. Yes.
Walk like you're blessed, child. Cause even if you ain't, that's the only way
You really
you'll
wanted
find
to
your
do-
holy self.
He's very proud of that, huh? But first, I want to go to Florida. Jimmy Chapter 2 now available. Jimmy's Parable. Yeah, he's a very Christian, I guess. Song also reminds me a bit of Nirvana, the acoustic version. A policeman in the truck on this corner is having a pretty wild argument with someone on the other end of the radio. No, he keeps saying. No way! You listen in as the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the man who had to travel 600 miles to find a single job. Wait a second. Is this the story about the couple? I swear this is what happened. The couple with the radio insists. That's when it clicks. You know the story. It's a stranger version of the story of the couple parted by unemployment, but with some bits left out of replaced. Ain't true, the cup in the truck size. If only he knew. So he is 600 miles away to be a bus driver? Ah, damn it. Field hands are sitting down to share a meal on long tables. One of them sees you loitering near the barn, winking. He waves you over. Just nod and smile, he says, and passes you a steaming plate. Well, I think you're a day laborer. Nobody questions you, and the food is delicious. It's very kind of them. Very, very kind.
He's small for his age. Boy of 13 or so, sitting on an upturned bucket by the side of a tiny wedge of farmland.
There's another doggo.
The dog, as though by contrast, is massive. An enormous yellow-brown mutt. He's called Rover, the boy explains.
Paul says he can't come with us.
Where?
West.
You notice the Model A truck on the yard, piled high with furnishings and trunks and bags and knots of rope to tie it all together. And upon all that, too, yet more dust and grit.
Paul says it has to be better.
Why can't Rover go?
With one toe tip, he scratches a parabola on the dead, dry ground.
Paul says we can't afford to feed Rover no more.
You can't tell where the blonde of the dog's coat ends and the omnipresent dust begins. Same goes for the boy's hair.
Will you take him?
You should. You can't. You should.
Rover follows you eagerly after you feed him the tiniest sliver of jerky. But a few hours later, he snaps to attention, as though hearing some distant noise your ears can't catch. The last you see of him are the markings left by his dirty pelt on the leaves of the underbrush.
Goodbye, Rover. You wait in the soup line for over an hour. It's barely crawling along. You round the corner of the building and see far away a lone pair of nurses struggling to ladle out soup to hundreds. Gonna be waiting here a while longer, sighs the mother in the line beside you. Seems like it. You never get talking. After a while, the topic drifts into a strange place, and she starts telling you about the dead woman in the yellow ribbon. You recognize it at the story about the elegant woman in the small town, but way more outrageous than your version. I know that story. You tell her your version. That's not as exciting. That's not as exciting, she says diplomatically. I mean, it sure sounds realer than what I heard, but I think Toby likes mine best. She bounces her child encouragingly in her hip, but Toby's too hungry to smile. Nobody's picking me up anymore. Bitte, please. Savannah, wasn't this the city from The Walking Dead, by the way? I'm not sure. Hello? Stop, please. Hello? Nobody wants to take a skeleton. I do not remember being aged. To be honest, might be even 10 years ago. But the city sounds so familiar to me.
Well, I'm gonna scrawl my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. 'Cause when that ferryman comes for to tally up my worth, I won't leave much.
Excusez-moi.
Beckoning you over, the woman shows you a letter, beautifully typeset on thick vellum. You're struck by the scent of a fancy department store. She points on the parchment to the address.
This address, you know?
Her accent is very thick.
Take a closer look.
You are dismayed to read the first paragraph. Lorem ipsum dolor sit amet. And the address under the monogram in the letterhead. 12345 Road Street, Anytown, USA.
I know this
The
one.
woman blinks, hopefully, leaning close over
We
your
had the
shoulder.
story already.
Yes? You know this place?
She asks. Poor woman. She's been tricked.
Let her down easy. Make something up. I'm gonna be honest.
This place doesn't exist, you try to explain as loud and slowly as possible.
Of course she exists.
The woman snorts, thumping a fist to her chest. You struggle to make yourself understood, but the poor woman whisks the letter away and stomps down the street. Ah well, c'est la vie.
C'est la vie.
When the night come down for
Sometimes my game is lagging actually.
this will be my tale, my vagrant song.
Please take me home.
My
Country roads. No. There are even palm trees here.
my vagrant song.
The cave is really a man-made hole breaching into an earthen mound. The man, khakis dirtied by kneeling on the rough earth, has assembled a macabre little pile of skulls to the side.
What are you doing?
Readying these for sale, friend.
What?
He wipes his hands on his pants.
This pile of skulls, clearly claimed from his enemies by an Indian chieftain, would be perfect for any cabinet of curiosities or sideshow attraction.
But why dig up a grave?
Why, these skulls belong to no one. They're just here, lying under this mound, waiting for an enterprising soul to make something of them. Isn't this what America's all about?
Look deeper into the mound.
Little sunlight reaches that deep in.
Thank you, Epsicate, by the
You
way.
can
Thank
still
you.
see the skeletal remains, their heads carelessly removed, laying neatly in their excavated resting places, each one lovingly surrounded by stone effigies, earthenware, and copper plates in the shape of winged warriors.
Leave him be. Threaten the man. I don't know. I don't think that's something you should do. I don't like to threaten, but I don't think that's okay.
You pause and consider this small man, greedily arranging someone's remains hands as though they were a trinket for a mantelpiece.
That's so wrong. Tell him to fuck off. Make up a ghost story. Oh, I said it. Now I have to
You
do
have
it.
a mind to kick him onto his ass. And having made that clear to him, he scurries off like the mole he is, much to your relief. It's the least you can do.
My God, let the people rest in peace, dude. The grave robber. What the hell?
And when I'm cold,
You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumbing his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurted, suddenly turning toward the air. Want to hear a good story? Sure. Here we are again. With the ear of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the strange caller from outer space, confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order. He barely pieced the story together, but that's our meteorite, right? Wait a second. You suddenly realize that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the cloud tint with a color no human had seen before, but massively changed with a whole new tongues you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists, turning his wincing eyes back toward the road. With that, the conversation seems over. Let's go to Miami then. Seagulls scream overhead as you mosey down the beach. Out at sea, ships crawl along the horizon toward the harbor. The sun's a little intense, so you search for a scrap of shade. Let's see what you can actually buy. Everything is pretty good here, but I want to know what specifically is at the store. Mojito, blue plate special, scrambled eggs and sandwich. Sounds so nice. Mojito is very expensive. Okay, but everything is full. We don't need anything. Also, we don't have to work, but we could take a train station. New Orleans. I wish I would know where this is. Atlanta. Let me quickly check on the map where everything is. So, where is New Orleans? Atlanta. Isn't Atlanta here somewhere? No. I have no idea where Atlanta is. Any US people here? Atlanta, isn't this close to New York? No. No, Atlanta, Montana. Wait, give me a second. No, that was Atlantic City, right? Atlanta is... Atlanta? Kansas? What was the other? I forgot again. Is Atlanta a state or a city? I think I was talking about the Atlanta city, which is close to it. I think it's somewhere here. I'm not sure. Somewhere here. Still, we have to discover so many things. I'm too slow. Oh, actually, we still have a camp here before we are traveling anyway. Dupree, Queen of Diamonds. Oh,
You look good, honey. You got a light? You like a good story?
of course.
I like to hear about people and make bets with them. I like to hear about the weird, handsome people. Get convinced by the rich jackasses who'll play blackjack and lose into the night. Dames who are lit cigarettes burning to the end. I want to be around furious people who use me and I use them. Are you one, stranger?
Are you one stranger?
Come close to me.
I can also speak like that.
Got any stories with
Hello,
ghosts
Jared.
or murderers or blood
Welcome,
or something
welcome.
like that?
What did you say? I just clicked. Oh my god, I clicked too fast. Okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna have different chances. I don't know. We're gonna take this one, and then she's gonna repeat anyway. Scary parts. Oh, she likes scary stuff.
Just what I asked for. That spooky stuff gets my heart going like a good hand sometimes do. I don't know if you've been on the road that long, stranger, 'Cause you ain't got that exhaustion in your face about
I'm just a
'cause you
skeleton,
have to.
dude. That's the. Isn't this the sign of exhaustion?
Sometimes you just can't with people. And you, well, you look so hungry for talk right now. Sometimes I'm in a hold'em with 5 other people and I look around and I think, I ain't been alone for 5 hours, and I might set fire to this whole place and walk out of here. You ain't there yet.
Yet.
Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Ghost murderers. Blood. Ghost. That was a bit scary. Maybe she wants to hear that.
God damn, you're giving me the chills.
Nice! We made it. The eye is open. Next chapter. We're playing blackjack. Actually, I don't think so. I also don't know how to play blackjack.
Hole I grew up in and
Doesn't this
started
have to
make
do
my
something with the
home
number
wherever
21?
I don't regret it.
Something like that?
I took a pack of cards and hopped on
Hello,
a cargo
Manu.
train.
I'm okay. What about
And when
yourself?
By someone interesting, I'd let them take me to where the law can't see.
21?
And
Yeah,
you
you
know
need to
what's
count the
home in this here
cards, I
country?
guess.
People.
So I heard of that, but never played it.
No one loves harder and tries harder than these countrymen. And at night when the grasshopper's squeaking, I think they singing something patriotic about trying luck and failing and trying again.
And trying again.
Hey,
I like your
got
voice.
any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Exciting. What about this? The soldier stabbing me. Were you trying to scare me? Sorry, honey. That one's just boring. Wow, okay.
I remember my stepdaddy. He had a soft touch for me. A handsome, low-voiced man. Mom never did trust me around him.
You're cold? Oh no, all the radiations are not working? Radiator, not radiation, radiators? I am so sorry. I hope the Hausmeister is gonna help you soon. I mean, it's January and you definitely need to heat somehow, right? Oh, Manu, I hope you got some blankets around you. Don't get ill.
He taught me how to grift. All you need is that light touch, he said. And look 'em in the eyes and tell 'em the truth they want. And you know, I always was good at that after. I know what it's like to have those eyes turn towards you and make you feel like everything. And then to be in the cold and dark when they turn away. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something
Dude, I
like
told
that?
you the stabby story. Stabby story. So the story of the dead woman and the yellow ribbon.
Sounds like you're trying to sell me something with a sad tale. If
Oops,
you want
I'm
to do
sorry.
that, honey, you gotta make it seem real.
It is real.
Maybe in the end, it's the not trusting yourself to trust others that makes me feel hollow. Last night, I lay back and look at the stars on top of a beat automobile, cigar between thumb and finger charmed from some hotel lobby shiny face financier. And I think all I got from that person was this trinket. This goddamn trinket. And they got to go to a warm home and a smile and maybe a little one, blonde hair, plush little eyelashes. But me? I'm a worthless woman. No one admires no cunning. I'm just a manipulative harpy, a heartless Valkyrie with them lips and hands. And Lord, if only my thrills were damn humility. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something?
Something like that? She still wants to hear this. Murderous. Oh, this one. This guy. You're gonna like that. Oh, enjoy your food, yeah.
Sounds like you're trying to sell me something with a sad tale. If you want
Lots
to
of
do
hugs
that,
to you, Manu.
honey,
Please don't freeze.
You gotta make it seem real. You know, I
She
get
disliked my
cleared out
story?
now and then. Like being hit in the stomach, like being slapped up good and proper when you watch the chips move away from you. My portrait's on every good casino's wall, sweetheart, but I always come back like a bad penny.
Bad penny.
Because I can't lose, and I won't. And I'll take everything you got, and losing ain't shit to me when I can get back up. Next time, let's up the stakes, shall we? Why don't we spend some time with bourbon and 5-card stud? You bring the bourbon.
Oh, she's
of
not moving
course.
that much. She's
And
still
when
in
the moon's
Florida.
fuller, I might let you in on some secrets on life. Have you any?
Do you have any secrets on life? No. I'm not sure if you're gonna like that. Oh, need to close the map first. Ba-da-da-da.
Out a track, won't be no one else to dig my hole.
No, you're just not. You're not riding to the city. You're riding back to the city. No.
And the sea, and when I'm cold and empty, they're the ones.
Quata's not here. Oh, Manu, soon. Hopefully soon. I'm also cuddling. Honestly, I'm having Hammond, the plush Hammond, in my arms. St. Petersburg. Where am I now? Oh, here. Ah, you can see the way I walked, right? Ah, that's nice.
The waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long. When the night come down for to take me hand,
Isn't the city also existing in Russia? St. Petersburg? I think so.
A family of 9 invites you into their home for a meal. Hogs.
I
roam
got
free in
confused,
the
yeah.
yard. They wallow in shady patches.
You've been
full of
there.
mud, not paying
So
any
nice.
mind as you pass.
Eat with the family.
During supper, the hard wind puts an awful burden on the walls. The glass dishes rumble on the table, but the mother seems calm.
Can't butcher a hog in these parts without me, Ma, hollering for pig's feet.
Can we share?
The mother's heavy sigh gives you the impression her children ask this often.
Me, Ma, wants more
Because
pig's
it has a
feet.
lot of city names
Heaven
that the
can
immigrants just
provide.
copied back then. Oh, that makes sense. There are so many similar names, actually. Isn't there also Frankfurt existing? You wait in the soup line for over an hour. It's barely crawling along. You round the corner of the building and see far away a lone pair of nurses struggling to ladle out soup to hundreds. Gonna be waiting here for a while longer, sighs the mother in the line beside you. You never get talking. After a while, the topic drifts into a strange place, and she starts telling you about the taxi, which shows its rider as the future. You recognize it as the story about the odd son in taxicab in Boston, but way more outrageous than your version. I know that story. Tell her your version. That's not as exciting, she says diplomatically. I mean, it sounds realer than what I heard, but I think Toby likes mine best. She bounces her child encouragingly on her hip, but Toby's too hungry to smile. Let's talk to the casino lady again.
I always knew you'd
Here
come
we are
lurking back my
again.
way and catch me checking for marks.
Da, 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 da.
How you been, traveler?
Sometimes a
I'm
new
afraid I
city
got
name
myself
like
in
New
some damn
York.
tight spots since we last made bets
Ah,
with each
like
other.
new and then
It's
and
the
then
way of the
adding
world.
New Frankfurt, for example.
You give too much, someone gonna take away too much. Just Don't mind me if I seem
Just
like
so
I'm
you have like
mincing.
4
It
chances,
ain't
right?
yours. It's just love
Think so.
making its way to hell. Come on, come see. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Didn't I tell you everything already? She already knows the story of the Bottomlake Lake. Murderer. Ghosts. What about this story then? The Luigi board.
God damn, you're giving me the chills, sweetheart.
We made it, right? Somehow.
Maybe Lady Fortune has it in for me. I've been losing recently. On a tilt since he left, like a branding iron ain't ever left my skin. When I was younger, I hadn't seen all the ways you can lose. When you're young, you don't even have nothing to lose. You can eat what you like and nothing give you indigestion. Now I don't say hello at gas stations in case someone somewhere trips on me. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like the movies?
Exciting. What about these women here?
Honey, thrills is the stuff I live on. That one will keep me going.
Nice. Okay.
Of course I can't go to the cops. What would the cops do but arrest me, a known grifter?
That's
gal?
always with the criminals,
And
right?
even
They're
if
always
I
we
tried to
can't
say
go to the
boys
cops.
Who did this to me were ripping off casinos. You think they wouldn't just pin that on me?
Oh, I was dancing with Hamid in my arm.
Damn,
Sorry.
you stranger. Don't
just
ever
wiggling
go
with
to
his
cops
arms.
with a man in mind. They'll ignore you for the numbers. Numbers are a girl's enemy. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Ghost murderer's blood. Ghost murderer's blood. This one? Strange Street?
Sounds like you're trying to sell me something with a sad
No,
tale.
I don't.
If you want to do
Just
that,
don't believe
honey,
me.
you gotta make it seem real.
So we need more details.
It ain't possible to live in a world without men, and so it ain't possible to live in a place where things ain't taken, you see? And it makes it worse if you love them. I met a no-shit blonde once who couldn't have stolen anything from me, she was that sweet. And before I could love her, a man took her and we were all back to taking again, and boy, you couldn't blame him, could you? I never did. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers?
Ah, oh girl. Ghost murderer blood. Mason's lost? That's just sad. Ah, she's gonna say
Sounds
we
like
need
you're
more.
trying to sell
Yeah,
me
exactly.
something with a
It's
sad
not real.
tale. If you want to do that, honey, you gotta make it seem real. The things he promised me, it was like the world was looking into my soul and offering them on a plate. And maybe I bought into it because he was like me, crooked, playing the customers. He would count until he knew he could make a deal with me. It's possible he's still out there, loving me in a bathtub of money I made him. I close my eyes and remember that squint he had, like, what you looking
If the
at,
bathtub is
Mr.
just
Creed?
with $1
And me like,
notes,
Oh, I
still no,
just
you're
like
not rich.
laughing. I wanna laugh. And today, honey, I laugh easy. You gotta have a story that'll do me that favor.
Laugh easy. A feel good story. I don't I still don't have a funny story though. A funny story. We don't have that. Funny story. I mean, that's not a funny story. That's just a happy story. I don't know if she's gonna like that. Please like my story.
Quit it, stranger.
Okay, never mind.
That sweet nonsense will kill me young, faster than the drinking do. I don't think I'll ever go back to my family. I think about it sometimes. I remember the smell of the coffee my mom brewed on the stove, thick and burnt brown. And then I think about her face when I walk through the door, disheveled, a mugshot, a half smile and nothing to give her or say. And I think, Dupree, she'd be happier if she didn't look on a hustler for a daughter. And the night's ending. I see a lot more of these sunrises than I ought to, I think. But it's beautiful, so it can't be all harm, can it? I was recently spending a lot of time out late with that boy, which I regret. But what can you do? Nothing but move on, and hold some scorn for yourself in your pocket till you learn your lesson. Keep an eye out if you find yourself nearby, all right? We can talk again, sweetheart. And share another bottle, and maybe play some cards.
Share another bottle. I didn't know that I'm also drinking. Okay. So she's heading back again. Did we talk to this guy? Oh, that was the priest. Damn, I still need to discover so much. Did I miss a story here? Unseen story is the eye. There are other people here in Mexico. Let's go back to Georgia, then north.
And the sea, and when I'm cold and empty, they're the ones who'll bury me. Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by
Game is secretly teaching you the US math. True. It's true. Am I still walking right? Yes.
come down
You're teaching us something not in my game.
be my tale, my vagrant.
Didn't I get this already? Your story? Listen to this, blurts the boy loitering outside this grocery store. He works his way through a long and strange story about the two brothers who wandered seeking one another for 50 years. There he finishes. What do you think? Wait a minute. That's not 50 years, it's 32 years. Holy shit, you know this story? It's the story of the two brothers who reconnected after 30 years apart, but widely altered. For a couple moments, you were too surprised to respond. Seriously, the boy insists. What do you think about that one? It's a great story. He smiles sheepishly. Thanks, he says. I heard it from my brothers. Ba, 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 ba. The policeman in the truck on this corner. Didn't we have this already? That was the couple. Woman. Oh no, that was another one. Oops. Shout out between. Oh, damn. Okay, never mind. I need to rewatch it in the VOD. Oopsie. Okay, it's not repeating then. Little mistakes here. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. Chapter 2. Dupree.
Back again? Well, look at you. Same as you was. And I'm the same as I was. Still nursing this lick I took.
But I don't have more
These
stories to
couple
tell, like
licks.
scary or something.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm a grown girl, and this ain't the first time it's happened. Let's talk and drink and maybe play a little cards. Hey, got any exciting stories? Like
Yeah.
the movies?
Let's see. I don't think I have that. Exciting story. Or maybe that's exciting. Taxi would shows its riders the future, but I don't have many details about that. Could be a problem here.
Honey, thrills is the stuff
Oh,
I
never
live
mind.
on.
Oh, we made it.
That one will keep me going. In a country like this, it's like a death sentence. Someone takes your money like that. Some kid steals from you like that. But you can always dodge death. You can't dodge yourself. The hatred of yourself, the way other people
I wonder,
makes
can
you
I
hate
just
yourself.
leave the talk after we opened the eye?
You think, hey, someone took from me like that? Was I not
I'm gonna try it
graced?
now.
Got any
Oops.
stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
Okay, I'm gonna do it now. Are you sure? Yes, I want to leave.
Is this enough chit-chat for you tonight? It's near enough for me, too, if I'm being honest. I need to rest up, get my sleep like a good girl. I think the bone's broke, but if
Actually,
you want
yeah.
a update
So
on
you don't
that,
have
you'll
to
meet
give
me
her
at my
stories
next
all the
stop,
time.
because I ain't waiting here. I'm getting on the road tomorrow, broke ribbon no. Maybe a little more talk with you will do me good. Maybe do you good, too. Because you look like you need another friend.
Hey, that's not true. I'm okay. All right, we have talked to her quite a lot, right? What about what is this city? Georgia. I'm just gonna go at, should I just go here? So more to the west. I didn't take a train so far. I want to take a train. I want to see that. All right. Oops. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Tatami. No idea. You need to find it. Hello, Tatami. Good evening. Welcome. This man lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the ghost of a woman executed in Paris long ago, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. Wait a second. You recognize the story. It's the story about the dead woman and the yellow ribbon. Someone's added to it. In the meantime, though, what do you think? Ask one of me nine. Man, eyes bright. You think that's really happened? I don't know. No way. I don't know. One of the men shakes his head. It's possible to be too skeptical, you know? He laughs. Move on. After gossiping for a while about the weather and the crops and the state of the world, all bad and getting worse, he takes different tack. You look like someone who likes a good story, he wheezes. Try this one on for size. I'm listening. After loudly and repeatedly clearing his throat, he tells you the story of the blue hole of New Jersey. It sounds a lot like the story of the bottomless lake of clean water, but with some parts changed and other parts added. When he grins up at you at the conclusion of the tale, you give him the effusive praise he's apparently expecting. You'll have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened. It's a good story. Now, good night, Cass. Thank you for the lurk again. Sleep well and tight. Weren't we here before? The waitress at the diner is sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. I heard it from my sister-in-law, she says. It happened to her daughter's friend. It's true. She notices you listening. Hey, have you heard this one before? She regales you with a story about the poor Will watching for death. Halfway through, you realize that it's the story of the drunkard lineman, but highly embellished. What do you think about that? The waitress exclaims. It's an interesting tale. Sure is, she agrees, and true, every word of it. It's Dupree again.
Back again
Let's see.
and again? Well, look at you. Same as you was.
But it's alright, it's
I'm
still
the same
open.
as I was. Still nursing this lick I took. These couple licks. Oh, don't look at me like that. I'm a grown girl and this ain't the first time it's happened. Let's talk and drink and maybe play a little cards. Hey, got any exciting stories?
But it's still
Like the
open.
movies?
No, exit then. Yes, I want to leave.
Is this enough chit-chat for you tonight? It's near enough for me, too, if I'm being honest. I need to rest up, get my sleep like a good girl. I think the bone's broke, but if you want a kind of update on that, you'll meet me at my next stop, because I ain't waiting here. I'm getting on the road tomorrow, broke rib or no.
Alright, see you there,
A
maybe.
little more talk with you will do me good. Maybe do you good, too. Because you look like you need another friend.
Hello? What happened to the sound? Oh, here we are. It was just... Ah, okay, the song ended. Okay, I got confused. You hear this bus stop. Okay, a bus stop, old man. With the air of a man who's distracting himself with something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the immortal seagulls, confusing himself now and again, backtracking, adding new details out of order. You barely piece the story together. You suddenly realize that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the seagulls and the fisherman, but massively changed with a whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, the old man insists. The immortal seagulls. Which road is this even? It's not even saying the number. Oops. Oh my god, I zoomed in a lot, huh? What am I doing? What is Mimi doing? Still west.
The blistering sun has scared even birds into the shade. But but a middle-aged woman and a young couple are still collecting scraps of cotton that the machinery missed. With a ragged voice, the older woman calls to you. Got any water?
Of course.
The three of them rush over to you, suddenly reanimated. They pass around your canteen. When you get it back, it's empty. The woman squeezes your hand and sighs with relief. Sweetest thing I ever tasted, she tells you.
Well, they were thirsty, I guess. What's called again? Jacksonville? No, Alabama. Northwest. Am I just walking the wrong way all the time? Tallahassee, okay? I can see a campfire over there. If you like this kind of riffs, then you're also gonna like Junip, Jose Gonzalez. There's something also, might be something for you.
His smile lights up the room, or rather the cab of the locomotive. Folks gather round as he holds the pull cord. He's a showman through and through. You'll want to cover your ears now for this next part.
Okay.
Sure doesn't help much. The engineer pulls that chain and the whistle blasts inside your skull. He just smiles through it all. Man must be half deaf.
Darnation.
A round of applause erupts from the small crowd. He passes out bubble gum to the shell-shocked kids, half of them in awe, half in tears. Remember now who gets you there on the advertised. Casey Jones. Everyone's all talk as they head back to their seats. That engineer sure is handsome. Gosh. And that whistle sounded just like a whippoorwill, didn't it? Ain't this the way to travel?
The theatrical railroader. Want to make some cash? This woman asks. She's balancing a box of bread and lettuce on her hat. You help her grill hot sandwiches in a tent at the edge of the county fair. The work is easy as hell. She pays you decent money too. Oh, thank you. Yeehaw! Exactly. Again, the bus stop again. He suddenly realized that he's told you a twisted version of the story about the taxi, which shows its riders the future, but massively changed with whole new chunks you don't remember. Future Boston, where taxi rides cost $20.
Yeah, this will be my tale.
You rest in a field where a well-dressed stranger talks your ear off on all manner of subjects. The weather, fireflies in summer, how combine harvesters work. After a while, the mood shifts. Heard my death bones this morning.
Death bones?
Death bones. Heard 'em rattle like
Clank, clink, clank. More startling than wind chimes in a tornado.
He plucks dry grass and chews on a piece.
Ain't much time left now.
Any family? You seem young.
That don't matter. I'm fine. Got my savior waiting at the pearly gates.
The man shifts uncomfortably.
At least I do as of this afternoon, I hope. Nearly knocked the pastor's door down earlier. Sure was good to meet you.
The man pauses, rubs his chin in contemplation.
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
He walks off slow. After his silhouette becomes small in the horizon, but before he vanishes, you see him collapse to the ground.
The man who seemed all right with death. I wish it wouldn't be that fast. I don't know why this is not working though. The inventor holds the mementos you've collected from the characters you've met. Oh, maybe it's not because it's not done yet.
Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, won't be no one else.
Oh, it is a good day to see you, child. Just need a little company is all. Led a celebration of life today. Young man, 17, maybe 18. Closed casket. They did that boy wrong, they did. I suppose I'm glad I gave his family a little hope, at least. You must have seen some pretty wild stuff on the road. What's the most exciting thing you've seen?
Most exciting. Now we want to hear exciting stories. What about that?
You've got a pretty wild life. You know that? Authority? Each day people want different things from God. When I step up to the pulpit, I always need to decide which Jesus I will bring with me.
Oh, Jesus.
Anger in the temple? Kindness to his cruelest captors? No, today it was the Jesus in the garden. Confused, desperate for assurance, doubtful. The most human the divine ever was.
Is that God? Morgan Freeman, huh?
Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary. Just walking, church to
We're a
church.
religious person
What about
here.
you? Been on any adventures?
Any adventures? Exciting stories. Da, 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 da. Exciting stories. It's scary though.
I swear I ain't heard a story good as that in a long minute. Choice? Yeah, some days. I really believe that we all have choices in life. We are truly free to decide whether to live moral lives or to throw ourselves headlong into sin and profit. But on days like today, I think maybe only God chooses, and he does so with arbitrary cruelty. Anyway, tell me a hopeful story. Something where things work out for the best.
Hopeful story. Did it tell you the story with the brothers? Aha! I got it here. Even though it's saying 50 years now.
I'll save that one for a sermon sometime.
Hell yeah, now it's open.
Small community like this, everyone's family. That means a lot of folk look out for each other. Also means a lot of folks suffer. Lately, my journey's been pretty ordinary. Just walking, church to church. What about you? Been on any adventures?
I'm done with
Is your
the
time up?
with wasting my
I
story,
understand.
so
You and I both got places to be.
mm-hmm.
My next leg takes me this way. Maybe we'll cross paths
Mississippi.
again. We seem to be lucky that way.
Da, 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 da.
But I wish we had more time to talk. This boy still weighs on me. And I don't have a preacher of my own to seek solace from, you know?
Da, 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 da. Wait, this is to Florida. I want to go to Alabama. I don't know this person here.
Well, I got no companion.
Am I just going back again with that? No, right?
And the sea.
North.
And when I'm cold and empty, they're the ones.
We're hiring pickers, the farmhand says. Today only. He drives you over. 30 or 40 people are already making their slow way across an impossible vast field that touches the hazy horizon. Back-breaking work, but the folks are friendly and the pay is okay.
I'm gonna cast my
Montgomery!
stones o'er the waters of this land.
So I'm walking the right way. Yes, perfect.
I'll see them far and long. When the night come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, my vagrant song.
So who's that person here? With Dupree? Oh no, that's again her, chapter 2.
Back again?
But why
Well,
is
look
it
at
always
you.
still open?
Same as you was.
I'm so confused.
Still nursing this lick out you. These couple licks. Oh,
Okay, you know what?
don't
I'm
look
gonna
at me
tell her
like
stories
that.
now
I'm a
she doesn't
grown
want to
girl,
hear.
And this ain't the first time it's happened. Let's talk and drink and maybe play a little card. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers?
Or blood, or like that. I don't know, she doesn't want to hear that anyway.
Quit it, stranger.
You
That
see?
sweet nonsense will kill me. I don't think
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
remember
skip
the
that.
smell of the
Oh, never
coffee
mind.
My mom brewed on the stove.
No, that's still the
Thick
same
and
story
I think-
she's telling us.
Dupree. She'd be happier if she didn't look on a hustler for a dog. Got any stories with ghosts?
Mm. Da-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Quit it, stranger.
No.
That's in a country like this, it's like a death sentence. Someone takes your money like that. Some kid steals from you like that. But you can always dodge death. You can't dodge yourself. The hatred of yourself, the way other people makes you hate yourself. You think, hey,
That's
someone
new though.
took from me like that. Was I not graceful, Lord? Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
I'm just doing it to go on with the chapter.
Damn, you're giving me the chills, sweetheart.
And it was even right.
Feelings are sort of prison, ain't they? Sometimes I look at you and find myself liking you. But I don't trust you, sweetheart, and there's the game between us.
She reminds me of Ash.
The
a
game
bit.
is always between us, pushing us away from each other, this big checkers board. If I wanted you, I could never tell you. That's the way the game works. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
She's not gonna like that.
Sweetheart, did I say I wanted to hear some crap joke?
Oh, it was a joke for her,
I blame
okay.
myself. My own stepdaddy used to tell me to never trust a croupier. He used to say them that deals the cards works on house rules. But I never really learned about love. I try not to give it away in case trust had to go with it. And of course I fell in love with this young croupier with his blue eyes. And no one ever tells you that love makes you trust whether you like it or not. And I was real stupid. Love ain't 5 walks home with a few touches and a long conversation. God damn, Dupree. Got any stories with ghosts or murderers or blood or something like that?
So with loving someone, that means you're instantly trusting someone. Uh-huh. Alrighty, what else do we have? Ba-ba-da. And any stories with ghosts? No, actually not.
Keep that for the dime novels, honey. I don't read that stuff. Freedom's a trap. The more they tell you you have it, the more they've taken it away. The more you try to move toward it, the more your legs get deeper into the web. I left jail one morning and the jailer said a sweet goodbye. And I walk out into the town square and a man spit on me for looking like I weren't dressed for outside. All this heavy stuff, it's nice to have someone to pay attention. Soothe my bruises, let the dice be. You want to play a few cards with me before you move on? Of course you do. Let's play slow for a while. And you
Oh,
tell
she's
me
going to
when.
Alabama. All right, so I need to tell unnecessary stories so we can move forward. Okay. No, she's here. Ay, ay, ay. Gonna be interesting. So I can go back to the prayer again. Who's that? A person with a guitar. Tennessee. You know what? I want to go to another big city, but that's also... Ah, yeah, let's go to Tennessee. So more to the north. Playing more fast with a more ghost story is true. We cannot see the track here. I wish I had some sweet. Oh no, isn't there also Birmingham existing in Britain? I think you guys are right, they're just copying the names. Holy moly, my PC is sometimes dying, I feel like.
Electric lamps stipple the cotton field before you with an orange light, moving like a group of lethargic fireflies. From the field, the voices of the workers.
Apple loopies? Oh, I want to eat that.
You're gently lulled to sleep as the song floats over
Apple
you.
loop. You don't know what apple loopies are?
Oh, Lordy.
It's okay, you need to post a picture.
Oh, Lordy.
But you have yourself tatami smooth.
You're
Days off.
pulled out of your slumber by a woman's pained scream and a collection of shouts rising from the field.
Focus on the noise. What is going on?
The woman's screams taper off, soon replaced by the raw cries of an infant. Applause briefly fills the night, eventually fading back into song. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, Lordy.
You
Wake
wake
up.
up to the gentle crescendo of the worker's song, unsure if it ever ceased at all.
The dreams and the cotton in the night, whatever, it's too fast for me. Birmingham, I can't visit Birmingham. Where am I? Ah, more to the north. Sweet home Alabama. God, the USA is so big, dude. Shaw. Oh, it's a new
I
person.
take a look at you. Figure we're heading to the same place. You've been walking a long time, same as me, trying to find where you fit. You ever wonder if that place don't exist? No shame in it, I do. Plenty of time I wonder if I'll just walk forever. You start to wonder, how did I get here? When you're alone, all you have is all this time. Time to trace the lines back to where things started. But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
Oh, you want to hear tragedies? Okay. Got one here.
Body and soul. Change. When I was a young man, it took a while for me to accept that all things change. When I did, I leaned into it hard. Sometimes you need to salt the earth to get where you need to go. You got any good happy stories where things work out for someone, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
that was a good one. Wish I could have your stories around when I'm in a dark place, you know?
Coach from Left 4 Dead 2. Don't ask me.
Family. The Sharecroppers Union told me they were like a family. You ever get in a firefight for your brothers and sisters? You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
Hard going? What does it mean? Oh, like this? Sounds similar. Maybe? Never played Left 4 Dead.
My life is sad enough without that added on.
I'm sorry.
Well, as far as love stories, I mostly love work. Working the land felt natural. Felt good. It was the work itself, the labor, the sweat. And knowing that I could point at it and say, that's mine. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Okay. A sad story. Tell the story of the boy whose shiftless father left him alone in the woods.
I hear you.
We got it.
No one would say my father was free. Sometimes I think about whether my father would find my life all that different from his. But anyway, you know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
Another tragedy.
Well, if you say so, but I don't get it.
Because probably details are missing.
Must be nice to have a home, place to call your own. Under cropland, I didn't really own shit, if you excuse my language. You buy things to pay off at the end of the season. Soon you realize even your own bed ain't a guarantee. Here's the sun. I got to get going. My route goes up this way, but I sure did enjoy talking to you.
It's nice.
It's probably
Nice to
the
meet
kind
ya.
of story you've heard a million times. Down on your luck, need work, take whatever you can get. How about you? Does my life sound familiar?
Now available. Shows life and times. Wait, he's just here. I need to go to the east then. He's just here around the corner. I want to hear the second chapter. The waitress at this diner is sharing an outlandish tale with one of her regulars. Let's see which one. She regales you with a story about the headless Hessian of Sleepy Hollow. Halfway through, you realize that it's the story of the rider in the woods, but highly embellished. What do you think about that? The waitress exclaims. Sure is, she agrees, enjoy every word of it. There's Atlanta right in front of us. You guys are jamming, huh?
I suppose most expect a Negro to end up in prison. Yeah, there's two kinds in my estimation. There's a prison with bars, where they lock you up after they decided you'd done a crime. And there's also the prison without bars, as everywhere else, if you look hard enough. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Sad and true, okay. Story of the Mason's Loss.
I hear you.
Mimi and the Birds.
Death. Yeah, when you do time, you're only doing some of your time. It all ends. Like everything else, it ends. You got any exciting stories? Anything that'll get my heart going?
What about the guy who stabbed me? Stabby stab, where are you?
Trying to scare me.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's also exciting, right?
The past? Sharecropping. In prison. It all blends together in my head. Might as well be the same thing. In prison, I ate more. But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
Tragedy. Maybe this could be a bit too scary.
Body and soul.
I mean, it's right, but the eye is still not opening.
Choice. Maybe we shouldn't listen back and eat. Maybe choice itself is our biggest sin. But anyway, you, know any good true tragedies? I feel like one of those tonight.
Tragedy. What about Quinn?
Body and soul.
Just a little bit.
Some people travel because.
Oh, I'm working so hard for the stories.
I'd like to meet those people. Ask them to trade lives for a while. So, tell me a sad story. Sad and true, okay?
Sad and true. Is her story sad? I'm not sure. Kinda.
I hear you.
Oh, now we got it! Nice!
Fortune.
Easy club.
Prison was maybe the only time I felt like I knew what was going on. They make sure you know what's up and down in there. Strange blessing. Here's the sun. Well, I gotta get ready to leave. It was good talking to you, though you do have some funny ideas how to tell a good story. I'm heading up the road this way. Maybe we'll meet again.
Maybe in Mississippi?
I'd like to tell you more about what it's like coming out of prison. About what it's like on the outside. In the prison without bars.
The prison without bars. Honestly, the music is making this game even better. I'm enjoying this a lot.
Faded shotgun houses sit in rows under the tall shadows of smokestacks. A worker in full uniform hollers from a porch. "Hey, traveler, join me inside. Got some literature here."
Okay, you go inside.
As you shut the door, the man
It's a very chill
glances
game
out
for
the
sure.
window and draws the shades. "Landlord toss you out? Ha, don't mind me, it's none of my business." He pries up a floorboard with a crowbar.
Yeah, it feels like I'm watching a movie or reading, you know? It's just very nice for me.
You glance over the man's
Good
shoulder
voiceovers and
to
good music.
see
Yeah,
inside
definitely.
The compartment. Canned goods, a pile of leaflets, the wood stock of a rifle. He replaces the board and stands. He hands you a can of whole potatoes, then a leaflet which reads, "No evictions, no fascists, no hunger." Headed back to the shop, but we'll have a Bible meet soon.
A Bible meet?
Bible meet. You don't know James 5:1 by heart. Learn it. That's our favorite scripture.
I have actually no idea what this is. Like what exactly? I would say nobody knows here. Would be interesting. It's probably the reason why they're mentioning this section.
First tree in a mile, and it's a stout myrtle with bald branches. No relief from the sun out here. Leaves would help. Someone hadn't replaced them all with dusty glass bottles.
Oh, I just figured out these are actually bottles.
You cool down in the shade. The breeze blows through the bottles, making a series of heavy, hollow sounds. You think about wind chimes and the smell of fresh pies on windowsills. The dense sound of many conversations cuts your nap short. There's no one around. Not until you look up at the bottles. They're filled with bright blue orbs, and words echo from them. None seem to notice your presence.
Listen to weeping, listen to laughter.
Can't get enough. Porcelain, chrome, the rusty ones. Gotta turn those sleek faucets. Ever find me in a hardware store, I'm gonna haunt it till the cows come home.
Laughter rumbles inside neighboring bottles.
The tree with bottles on its branches. So this is Atlanta. Atlanta is a city. And I was thinking, are they talking about Atlantic City? No. Oh, the train. Atlanta's suffering, you can tell. Even before this depression got started, crops were failing and farms were closing. Now everyone's looking desperate.
You find yourself in a poker game on the 3rd floor of the Winecoff Hotel. Sometimes these things just happen. The man with the burned face to your left, he never gave his name, growls at the smiling man seated on your right. You ain't got the stomach. I killed men for lessons in that pot. Smiler plays on and takes the hand. The burned man bares his teeth. This hand comes down to the burned man and Smiler. Walk away, boy, says the burned man. Smiler drops his grin. I ain't your boy, Roy. Roy's eye twitches. Smiler outplays Roy again, and a new hand comes around.
Let's look at our cards.
You've got an okay hand. Not a world beater, but not nothing.
Play cautiously.
You play your hand well and push Smiler into folding. You scrape a good number of chips into your pile. Roy's preoccupied and has to be nudged into dealing.
Are we gonna play more? I don't want to anymore.
You finally hit a decent hand.
Make it count.
Roy is still staring at Smiler. What'd you say your name was?
I didn't, but it's Jackson.
Jackson, repeats Roy. I knew a Jackson once. There's a fierce look in Roy's eye. You play your hand well, but Smiler has you beat.
No, I
He
lost my
takes
money.
the lion's share of the chips on the table. Roy
Too much gumbo.
cashes out and slips away. You play a few more rounds, but that hand practically sewed up the game.
Yeah,
As you leave the hotel,
great.
you smell smoke. You cross the street and look up. Flames have engulfed the third floor, where you played the game. The fire spreads hungrily. People are leaning out of windows on the floors above, but you can't see any way to help.
So we definitely need to earn money now. We have nothing left. Well, you wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. Miraculously, you're one of the first people in line when this factory's doors open. You join a crowd of people streaming through the machine room toward the back. When the doors to the further storage room open, though, the folks in the front ranks recoil. If you even scream, "What the hell? You want to get paid, don't ya?" shouts the foreman. "Get in there, get in!" The folks behind you show forward and soon you're pushed inside. Holy shit, this room is full of fucking snakes! What? Stay in work? "Grab 'em!" shouts the foreman, passing out nets. "They are harmless!" The remaining workers get over their fear and start scooping up snakes by the netful. The beasts hiss pathetically. You dump them into a chute in the wall. What is this job, dude? This better pay well. It does pay pretty well. During lunch, you rest on the warehouse floor. The snakes pile up in a corner and watch you all with enormous suspicion. It's then that you glance out a window and notice a fading logo on a sign outside. "Sylvester Pros, fine boots, poor snakes." Oh no, they're making shoes out of the snakes? Oh god. Okay. You can buy pecan pie. Oh my god, fried chicken. I'm hungry now. Oh, can I get cake? Train station. We weren't in New Orleans so far, also not Nashville. I have no idea where New Orleans is, but I would think it's more in the east. West? Up west? Let's do it. First time I'm using the train. New Orleans, the French quarters, overwhelming. You loiter in the shadow of a building that looks like a layer cake and watch the crowds go by. Explore.
Lenny's Antiques has a heady
Need money
smell.
just like in Terraria.
Polish, maybe, or incense. Sunlight doesn't penetrate the blacked out windows.
New Orleans is in the south, I
Place is
think.
crammed with
Towards the east,
furniture
yeah?
and
I thought it's
curios.
more in the north.
The woman behind the counter beckons
Well, I might
you
be also
over.
completely wrong.
I know the look of you. I know what you're here for.
And what's
She
that?
sets a tray on the counter. On it sits a hodgepodge of stitched leather pouches of various shapes and sizes.
I'll open the map in
Some
a
have
second.
neck or
Then we'll
wrist
see where
straps looped
New
through 'em.
Orleans is.
She waves a hand across the display.
Good luck, charms.
No thanks.
Her eyes narrow.
No one comes in here to turn me down.
Oh, that's why you know it.
She
Oh,
moves as
Epsicket.
a
Okay, I
whirlwind.
see.
She grabs you and pulls you in.
What?
You wake up in the street as the sun dips below the horizon.
Just because I didn't want to buy the Lucky
Your
Charm?
right palm stings. It's smeared with blood from a recent cut. In your other hand, you hold one of the pouches.
Is the woman selling Gris? What is Gris? Oh, Lucky Charms, I guess. Earn money. You wander the streets of the city looking for a way to make some cash. You hit 4 factories, but nobody's hiring today. Soon you notice you're cruising around the city with the same loose group of rejected laborers. Coughing man in baggy clothes, women with babies tied to their backs, an older fellow with only one hand. Nobody wants us. After the 5th factory, everyone makes a silent agreement to give up. You sit on the curb across from the factory doors and eat your sad little lunches together in silence. Screw this city, huh? There's no work here. Oh, damn. So let's see. Where is New Orleans? It is in the south. You were right. Ah, we're here now. Dude, I didn't even discover everything. Crazy. I mean, we could go back. The next time we could go back again, talk to him, and then we'll see what we can do. Ah, I traveled. Oops. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, the controls are a bit wonky. Damn. I want to go back to Tennessee. Now maybe I can talk to this guy, then go up here, and then to the city. Nashville, a town known for its country music, yeah? Where's even Nashville? Dude, I only know Texas. New Mexico, because of Breaking Bad. California. Oh, there's another Washington here. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I know a lot of geography, but not of America. Absolutely nothing. Oh, you think you can also filter unseen stories? Oh. What? Oh my god, these are the stories I didn't discover? Okay. There's quite a lot of things to do. Okay, journey log. How the hell could I get... How... What the hell? What did I do? Those are the stories. Ah! This is my inventory. How could I go there? H is goal. No. That's just help, right? Oh, wait a second. Dude, after how many hours? Lots of hours. Game help. Map, interact, inventory. Ah! Inventory! No. Oh, we can travel back to Miami? Why? A pair of bone dice loaded to roll snake eyes nearly every time. Okay, and those are my stories, right? Oh, what is going on here? Why is it glitching so much? I have no idea. Journey log. And this is my log. Progress. Loose with the truth. Chapter 3. Easy wind. Oh, there are so many characters I didn't even meet. So many stories. I just discovered that one here. Stories gather. I got a 39 of 237 stories. Active stories. Crazy. All right, birdies. We're gonna do this the next time. Thank you very, very much for watching today. And I'm wishing everyone a good night. Sleep well and tight. And thank you to Billy and Doug for the subs and also to Haven for the raid. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Good night, birdies. And bye-bye.